morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Just getting up, getting out of the shelter. Had a pretty decent night, slept comfortable, didn't have any problems. Girls were pretty quiet last night, so I didn't have to worry about too much people, too much noise. And I wore my earbuds last night, too. So when the girls start talking and chattering a lot, I just put my earbuds in. And we call it a morning. We call it a night. I had a good night. I didn't have any problems. I was fine. I got one of my stools to get up on the bed, so I was okay with that. Now I'm starting my day doing the same thing I did yesterday. We're just continuing to go to the storage and continuing to get that stuff out of there. I gotta go to ShopRite today to get some water or Walmart. I need some water in the car. I always keep a couple gallons of water in my car because I need to drink more water. I'm always dehydrated, so I gotta start making that as a goal for myself to drink more. Like I drink water, but I be sipping like I sip. I don't drink like I should. So who's this person waving at me? Some guy walked past waving like I don't know you. It's the girl's husband upstairs. I'm like I don't know you. What you waving at me for? What you waving at me for? I did not take a shower last night, so I'm going to the gym today. So I'll just take a shower there. If I take a shower at the gym, I don't have to worry about taking a shower at the shelter. I could just stay in my bed, stay away from everybody. You know what I mean? I could just stay out the way. I could stay all the way out the way. Some of the girls had stayed out overnight. It's this black chick. She's like 30 something years old, and she got a whole bunch of girlfriends. Like she got these chicks that she was in there talking about them last night. Like yeah, you know. And one of the ladies was like, "Oh, you're a player. You're a player. You're a player." So I'm just like, I said, well, these girls don't give a damn about you that much if you still in the homeless shelter. If you still in the homeless shelter, you out there sleeping with these girls. They don't really want you in their life because they're not helping you. I guess they let you come back to their house like during the day. Then at night they ship you back here. I said they're using you too, honey. They just using you for you to, do whatever to them, and then they ship you back to the shelter. So I was like, well, they don't give a damn about you. You ain't here talking about them. You in here talking about the girls that you're dealing with, calling them names and stuff, being rude, like acting like just treating you're treating those girls how some men treat women. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, you the one still coming back to the homeless shelter every night though. They don't really want you either. They playing with you too. She over there telling one of the girls, oh yeah, one of them sent me $20. I'm looking at her like, girl, shut up. You trying to sit up here and sound like you some big time player. You a player still in the homeless shelter. For some reason, I don't know why, it's this other girl, right? This white chick. She used to give me a lot of compliments. Now all of a sudden, she just ignores me. And not that I really give a shit, but I notice things. I notice the little things that people think I don't notice. I notice. I just be looking at her like, girl, bye. That's why I don't be in here trying to make friends with nobody. Because one minute everybody want to be so nice, then the next minute they want to sit here and ignore you. Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. I've been sneezing a lot for rent. I see something for rent. Uh-oh. I'll see it tomorrow. 344. It's not too bad. Right around the corner from. Let me see how much they renting that for. See, when they be renting stuff from these realtor places, a lot of those places be they be checking your credit, which my credit is fine, but 8,200, and I don't want to live in no city anyway. But you know, I do what I have to do to get where I have to get to in life. Where's my tissue? I had a good night, you guys. I can't complain. I just saw something that said for rent, so I was checking that out, seeing what that's going, see what's going on with that situation. But yeah. So she's like she She's talking about the girls that she's messing around with. And it's a couple different women. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, it is so many STDs out here. Do you think those girls, when you at this shelter all day or all night, do you think they not talking to other people, girl? Come on now. And you sitting here talking about, um, like you playing with them or whatever. Oh, this girl getting on my nerves. She's saying so-and-so's calling her. Why are you calling me this early or whatever? And I'm just sitting here looking like, girl, the girls are playing with you too. Like, they not, you in the shelter. If they care something about you, you wouldn't even be in here, to be honest. So I'm just like, girl, bye. Anybody that's in a relationship and live in a shelter, something is definitely wrong. What's another place for rent? Oh, I see why they got stuff for rent over here. I see why. This is the area where it floods at. God, they think they're slick. These real estate people really think people dumb. They got a couple spots for rent around here, but they're in like a flood zone. If you drive around this area when it rains and stuff, like really tornadoes and stuff, you can see all the areas that floods really bad. And they got the nerve to be saying for rent. No, ain't no for rent. For somebody that don't know the area, like when you rent a place, you want to scope that place out at night, see what kind of people hang around there. Just scope out the area first before you rent anything, rent or buy. Scope out the area, see what's going on. Even though sometimes when you look at reviews on certain things, people be lying in reviews too. I'm doing good this morning. I can't complain. I'm driving my car. That's what I'm doing. I am going to Wawa to go get me some coffee. And I'm starting my day. I'm just going to go over to my storage and continue to move things out of there. And I have to go to Walmart to get some water. I need to get some mason jars. I'm just going about my day doing the things that I need to do for myself, like every morning. I feel very congested. My nose was stopped up last night. I had to go to the bathroom so bad, but I didn't want to get out of bed, so I held it in. I held in. I held it in because I'm on the top bunk now, so they moved my bed around. So I'm on the top bunky bunk. The girl that's below me, she's actually she said she had surgery or something, and she she's just been in there. Like they allow her to stay in the shelter all day because she has surgery. I said, well, I'm glad you got surgery and they didn't put you out the shelter. You know what I mean? They must have put her on bed rest for a while. I was like, well, I'm glad they let you stay in here because usually shelters don't let you stay in. But I guess if you have a medical condition or something going on, they probably would. It depends on your situation, which is nice. I said, well, it's nice that they didn't kick you out in the streets. She probably got word from her doctor. The doctor probably said, well, you need to be on bed rest for, a couple of weeks or something, and then come back and see me, and then we'll go from there. So that's probably what the doctor's orders were. So, but happy Saturday, everyone. Yo, yesterday I didn't even realize that it was Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday, guys. I didn't realize. It's a little nippy out here today. I'm going to go do the same thing I did yesterday, just moving stuff out of my storage. I have everything situated by I would say by like Monday or Tuesday, I have everything cleared out of there because I have to be out of there by like the 31st. So yeah, I have everything kind of organized a little bit better with that. I have a tire in there, a tire that I could use for my car because I need to get tires for my car anyway. I have a new tire in there that I could definitely use. I think it's the same size. So I gotta see what that's about. Get somebody to put it on for me. I need to get some tires for this car for the winter time. And I don't do winter tires because I don't travel, far into the. I don't do back travel, whatever. But I do need tires for my car. So, but I have one tire in storage that hopefully be okay. I think it will, though. I think it will fit. And if it doesn't fit, I'm going to have to sell it. If it doesn't fit, I'm going to have to sell it. Good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. Thank you guys for coming and stopping by, checking me out. I've just been getting up every morning, going to my storage, cleaning that out so I can move. I'm moving my storage to another location. So that's what I'm doing pretty much. That's what I've been doing the last couple of days. Moving my storage to a new location. Been out of work. I've been on vacation since Saturday. The past Saturday, I started vacation Saturday, and I go back to work on Thursday. I haven't been doing anything. I'm not doing anything special. It's pretty much like a staycation, so nothing much going on there. Nothing much happening. Nothing much going on, guys. Same old stuff. But I still live stream every day and still chit chat, talk to y'all, see what's going on out here with my YouTube family. What y'all doing today? What are you guys doing up so early? Are you guys off of work? Or are you guys going to work? Like, what do you guys got going on? What do y'all got going on today? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, what I feel. Sometimes it's hard to tell you so. When I fall short of what I see. But at your best, you are love. I can't go to my storage until like 6 o'clock. But yeah, I'm happy I'm getting that stuff cleared out of there. I'm so happy. I'm proud of myself for achieving everything that I've been achieving pretty much by myself and on my own. Getting everything. How many times have I moved storages since I've been homeless, man? This has been. Well, this storage that I'm moving out of is my main storage that I had got when I got evicted. So this is the one that I started packing. As soon as I knew I was getting evicted, I've been packing my stuff ever since in my apartment. So, I mean, I didn't take no furniture with me like sofas or beds or anything like that. I got rid of all that stuff. A lot of things I had to get rid of and leave behind because I had no place to put it. So even my soap stuff and my soap business was the main thing that I wanted to get packed away, put away, safe away. That's the main thing because that's important to me. Like my business is very important, so I can't wait to get that, you know, ready again. Like when the soaps are ready, I'm going to be so excited to share them with everybody again. And I know I can make money from my soaps because I made money before, but selling soaps could be like making slow money. You know, slow money. Because some people are like, well, those soaps are too expensive, and people feel like it's too much money, but it's healthy for you. It's a natural soap bar. It's not filled with a whole bunch of chemicals like the Doves or the Dial soaps. It's I my soap only has a few different ingredients in it, and it's a natural ingredient like natural butters, like shea butter, sow butter, cocoa butter, all those natural butters that your skin needs for moisture. And some people feel like they could go to, you know, Walmart and get a bar for like $3 or $4. Okay, well, go to Walmart and get your $3 or $4 bar of soap. You don't have to. No, you don't have to buy soap from me if you don't want to. So and I don't really want to hear the fact that you don't want to buy it because it's too expensive. Well, that's your choice. That's your choice. You don't have to buy soap. Some people prefer to buy natural skincare products, like skincare products that only has like 3 or 4 ingredients in it and not 20. You buying these soaps and they have like 30 different ingredients in it, and if you turn the label around and Google half of that stuff, it's poison. It's poison. You're poisoning your own skin. Not only that, Dove soap, Dial soap, all these big brand soaps are made in these huge different labs. Different people. I mean, most of them are made in laboratories, and it's not a lot of people dealing with it. They're made by these big giant machines. You know, machines are pushing these things out, and it's going into people's hands. And some people are hand packing these soaps, and they just go through such a process. But they make so much money because a lot of people are just caught up on the name. I used to use Dial soap. I used to use Dove soap. I used to use Dove because I just liked, I liked the way Dove soap looked inside the box. It was a pretty presentation. It was a nice bar of soap, but you look at the back of these soaps and the chemicals that's on these things, then you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotta stop using this stuff. We're caught up on the smell, what it looks like in the box. You know what I'm saying? How pretty it is, the stamp that's on it. It looks nice and fresh, right? But if you look at all those ingredients that's in the soap and Google those ingredients, you're gonna be like, oh, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? So try to conserve your life. Try to use as much things that you can put your hands on in life that doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it. That has a lot of natural oils, soaps, olive oil, soaps and oils that have good ingredients in it, natural ingredients. You don't want something that has 30 different ingredients on the label. Even eating stuff, like you don't want to be eating stuff that has stuff that you don't even know what you're eating. Like you don't want to have something that has 50 different ingredients in it because that's no good. That's no good. Filled with GMOs. We try to just be as natural and authentic as you possibly can be, especially for your skin, because our skin is an organ, right? So whatever we put on our skin, it goes right into our bloodstream, like right away. Deodorants, same thing. Look at the ingredients on the back of a deodorant jar. Pick up your deodorant that you buy from Walmart or wherever you get your deodorants from. Sam's Club. I used to buy things in bulk. So when I bought soap, I used to buy like 30 bars of Dial for like, I don't know how much that soap is now. I used to just buy everything in bulk because I just was always like comfortable buying things in bulk because I know I will always have it. Like I never will run out. And if I needed more, that Dial soap, it used to be like 30 bars in that pack that I used to get from Sam's Club, and it used to be, I forget how much that soap used to be at Sam's Club. I have to go to Sam's Club and see and just do like a little investigation. So when you buy soap in bulk, it's a little bit cheaper than, if you bought like 30 bars of it like from a shelf. So, but you guys open up your stuff, look at the ingredients on your foods, look at the ingredients. Your lotion that we put on our skin, look at the ingredients. You have to try to use things that are natural. Even if you put olive oil on your skin, that's fine. But make sure the olive oil doesn't have a whole bunch of other things inside of it. Make sure it's a natural oil. Even oiling your skin with just oil is good. Try to stay on the holistic side of life because it's hard out here. A lot of people are getting sick, and it's all the chemicals that's out here that we're using every day. Excuse me, y'all. I don't really like to blow my nose while y'all on, while I'm on live. I think it's kind of rude, but sometimes I forget. You're up cleaning, okay? Always good to clean. Always good to clean. And when I get my apartment, I'm going to make my own. Even when it comes to my skincare, my cleaning products for my house, I'm going to start trying to figure out how to make my own stuff, like a little bit more like green cleaning products. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to get away from these chemicals, man. These chemicals are out here killing us. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. But when it comes to my skincare, my lotion, my soap, and the stuff that I put on my face, I'm not going into these stores buying these expensive lotions to put on your face with these fancy bottles and everything. Man, that stuff is killing us. That stuff is just shortening our lifespan on this earth. So that's why I started making my own skincare. Because when I started my skincare product stuff, I was only just making it for me and my family. And then somebody was like, yo, is that a natural soap? Because when they see my soap, they know that that's not a soap that you can get out of a store. Like, that's not something that you could buy from Walmart. And Walmart, Target, they can't do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I am a small skincare woman that makes natural soaps at home. So I give it the care and the love that it needs. Give it the time. It's beautiful. My bars are beautiful. And I'm going to continue to make them. And I'm not going to ever stop. Never. You look at my soap bar, you be like, wow, where you get that from? I know you got that from like a natural store, one of those holistic places. And sometimes those soap bars are more expensive. But guess what? The care, the care and the love that we put into it, you can't get that from Walmart. You can't get that from Target. You can't get that from the big box stores. Because why? Because why? The big box stores, yeah, you can't beat Walmart, right? But I can try. You know what I mean? I could try, honey. I'm on a mission to continue to sell my soap. Because I made a lot of money when I sold my soaps before. And I didn't make money to the crowd that didn't. People that's not interested in handmade products, they don't want it. Because they figure, oh, it's more expensive. It's this, it's that. But it's better for your skin. You don't have 20 ingredients inside this thing. You have maybe like 3 or 4 that you can identify and say, wow, olive oil is good for your skin. Wow, you know, castor oil is good for your skin. Wow, this oil is good for your skin. Wow, cocoa butter, shea butter, sow butter, mango butter, those are great for your skin. Shea butter is amazing for your skin. So think about it. If y'all know any local people in your area that sell handmade products as far as soaps and lotion and moisturizers for your skin, your face, use those instead of using that crap at Walmart. I'm just saying. I am so excited that I am working on making more soaps. When I make my soap, I feel so happy. I feel so good about making my stuff. So it's a lot of love that I put into it. And you can tell, like, I still shower with my own soaps today. I still have soaps that I use that I had when my eviction happened. I still have stocks of soap that I'm still able to use because I still had a lot of soap made. So I had a lot of stocked up soaps. And I still use my own stuff. And it just feels so good. Your own stuff that you made. And it makes you, I'm clean, right? I wash with it. So I'm cleaning my body. And it feels good to know that, I made this product. And I also, you know, I have customers that I still have that are still looking forward to buying from me again, So I love that. That's an amazing feeling to have to say, hey, I made this lotion or hey, I made this deodorant for myself. Now, deodorants are a little bit different because deodorants are something that you should want to use as well because whatever you put on your skin, it goes right into your bloodstream. And those deodorants got some really nasty chemicals in them as well. So, these deodorants and the lotions and all that stuff, they have nasty stuff in them as well. So I'm not looking for the people who want to complain about, oh, that's too expensive and I don't think my stuff is too expensive, but hey, it's the same thing as most of the other stuff that we got out here that we buying, right? The foods and everything. So I'm not going to ever stop with my prices and everything that I have for my soaps and everything. But some people try to bash me and say, well, I could go get this from so well, go get it from there. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me twice. If you don't want to purchase, you don't have to. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. How you doing, sis? It's a channel where the lady makes her natural products. I forgot the name. Oh yeah, I used to watch. That's how I kind of started my business. I used to watch a lot of women that made a lot of natural skincare products, and I started making my own stuff. I started making my soaps for myself, and then I was like, one of my girlfriends she was in my apartment one day, and she was like, where do you get this from? She was looking at it. She was like, oh, you can't get this from a store, can you? I said, nope. I said, I make my own soap. So she was like, oh, really? She was like, can I have some? So I was like, well, I might as well make a business out of this. So I started making my own products. I started with, it was so funny how it happened. I started making my own deodorants for myself. And then I started making soaps. And then I started making my own lotions. And I'm not really a fan of making body butters because body butters are kind of hard. They're not hard to make, but it's like, I don't like making body butters, right? That's not really my thing, but I would make a body butter again. But I don't look forward to making body butters. But, yeah, somebody was in my house and they were like, wow, what's this? You can't buy this at Walmart. So I was like, oh, it's a soap. I make my own stuff. I made my own deodorants and everything. And see, the thing about deodorants are when you use natural deodorants, even if you go to like a holistic place and you buy a natural deodorant, most of those deodorants are not going to have that chemical in it that it clogs your bloodstream. It clogs your pores. And that's not the kind of deodorant that you should want to have on your skin. You shouldn't want to wear like the regular deodorants like Secret and all that stuff. You shouldn't put that under your skin. You shouldn't put it on your skin. You know why? Because it clogs your pores. It clogs the pores under your arms and it stops you from sweating. So whatever that chemical is that they put inside deodorants, it's not good, right? You shouldn't want to have, put any deodorant, even though people say, well, don't you smell if you don't wear deodorant? I said, no, I haven't worn natural deodorant and like my arms are detoxed because I wear my own stuff that I buy. And yes, I do sweat. And that's annoying when I'm at work and I'm like, if I only sweat under my arms if I'm nervous. So, I do sweat, but I don't have a problem with sweat because sweat is a natural thing. It's a natural thing that our body does, and it's a good thing. So I just go into the bathroom, I find me a paper towel, and I put a paper towel under my arms, and that's that. I'd rather do that than have like a nasty chemical sitting on my skin all day that's going into my bloodstream. Like, we have to know these things that we're putting on our skin and these things that we put on our face, all this chemical stuff. We have to stop doing that, man. Especially the older we get. I mean, jump on it while you're young too. But man, I'm trying to conserve my life. I'm trying to conserve my life, man, because we're subject to a lot of chemicals out here. Every single day, we're subject to chemicals in our foods, and some things you can't really help because it's just going to be there. But man, I love making my soaps. It just brings me so much peace and joy, and I can't wait to start making them again. So that's why I'm moving everything into my storage. I'm trying to make a space so when I make my soaps, I can have them stacked on these shelves. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't like to blow my nose in front of y'all. That's rude. I didn't mean to do that. I try not to make y'all hear that, but sometimes I can't help myself. But yeah, as soon as I get my soaps ready, you guys will be the first to know, but I have to make them first. I'm not really focused on like deodorants or anything right now. I am going to make some deodorants for myself, but I don't even wear deodorant, y'all. I don't even wear deodorant. Some people say, well, don't you smell? I'm like, no, I don't wear deodorant at all. I haven't been wearing anything under my arms for like literally the last 2 years that I've been homeless. I don't wear anything under my arms because I shower every day. So when you shower, you're clean. Now I can see if I wasn't showering daily and still exercising and stuff like that, but I never have an armpit smell. My arms are totally detoxed. Like my armpits are detoxed already. My arms are totally detoxed. So I don't have a problem with smells. So I guess over the years, and even when I was wearing deodorant, I just stopped wearing it because I'm like, I started to do my own research and say, well, this product, Google it, look at the label, see what the label is saying, and there you go. Then you know that those long chemicals that got like 20 letters in it, that is poison to your skin. None of us should want that for ourselves. It's bad enough they putting the crap in our foods. The air that we breathe is not fresh. But I'm doing the best I can do to conserve my life, even though I'm in a crazy situation in my life right now. I want to do the best I can do to try to stay healthy and live as long as I can. So I've been making my own skincare for 6 years now. It's been about 6 or 7, almost going on 7 years. And I really like what I'm doing. I really find it to be really peaceful. I'm more of a holistic type of chick. Like I love everything like nature. I love hiking. I like being out, in the woods, in nature. That's where I'm most peaceful at. So it just kind of fits with my life, making natural skincare products. It fits with my life. I'm going to make lotions again. And, I love making lotions. I love mixing. I just love it all. I have to get this big giant lotion bottle from Amazon and start making my own lotions and everything. And I love doing that. I love giving people like beautiful pieces of things that they can put on their skin that's healthy for them. And I can't wait to start that journey again. Like even though I'm going through a lot, like I know me making my soaps and everything again is going to bring such peace to my life. It'll bring me such peace that I need. And if people want it, they want it. And if they don't want it, they don't want it. And that's okay too. Like I'm not forcing anything down anybody's throats. I just want you guys to know that yes, I make soap. I don't ask people for money. I'm not here looking for donations or anything. Sometimes people send me cash apps if they feel the need to. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I never ask nobody for anything because I'm not that type of woman. I'm going to produce my soaps again. And if you guys want to support me, that'll be an amazing way to support me. All you need when you buy my soaps, go to the Dollar Tree or um, get yourself a soap dish. That way, every time that you shower, when you get out the shower from using my soap bars, um, put the soap on the soap dish so that the soap can drain out, like the water can drain out of the soap. The soap can dry out again. That's the best way that you can conserve a soap bar, any soap bar, but I'm talking about my soap bars. So you don't want your soap sitting in water because it's going to get destroyed. You don't want the soap sitting in water because then you're going to have to spend money and buy more. So you don't want your soap getting soggy because soaps cost money. So especially my soap is a beautiful piece of artwork. It looks great. I mean, I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of some bars that I have already. The bars that I use, I still have a lot of soap that I made before I was homeless, but I had to stop my website and everything like that. So all that stuff is about to get started again. So I'm working on, building a website again. It's going to be a shipping option if you guys want me to ship it to you. And you guys already know it's going to be a shipping fee. So there's nothing that we can't get around. So all of that stuff is going to be involved with the soap. And I can't wait to do it again. So I'm going to also have an option where I'm going to send y'all some samples. Like if y'all want a sample of my lotion and all of that, it's very easy to make lotion. I make lotion for myself. Right now, I'm not using my own lotion because I have to make more. But when you make products, you have to continue to make them. So, and I enjoy it, And I'm not really starting off with like the deodorants and all that. I'm really just going to focus on my soap. Then I'm going to focus on making more lotion. Soaps and lotions is really the thing that I really want to focus on right now. I'm not really too focused on much of anything else, but the soaps and all my lotions are always unscented. I make unscented lotions. Unscented. Yep. That's what I'm focused on. Unscented. But other than that, I'm excited about it. I'm happy that every day I'm moving closer and closer to making my soaps again. So we almost there, y'all. We getting there. We getting there. We are getting there, hunty. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? If you guys tap the screen, if you guys show me some hearts, and thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. You guys just normally come in and give me a thumbs up automatically. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But this is what I do pretty much every day. If you guys don't know, I live in a homeless shelter inside of the state that I live in, inside of the U.S., and I've been in the shelter for about 2 months. I stayed in my car for 33 days in the summertime. And now I'm in a shelter, just trying to get myself together, trying to get myself out of the shelter. And it sucks living in a shelter around other people. It really does suck, but I'm used to it. I've been doing it for 2 months, so no biggie there. But for the most part, I'm doing the best that I can do to try to get my life back and build my life back. And getting your life back together and building your life again, it takes money, it takes finances. So I can't be out here with no money trying to get my life back together. That just doesn't work. But so I come on here every day and I talk about what I'm going through. So even when I touch down and I find me a place, I get a house, I get a condo, or if I can go back to an extended stay hotel temporarily, I'm going to talk about my situations. I'm going to talk about what's going on. I'm not going to ever stop that. I'm going to let y'all know what's happening. And I'm going to keep on going. Going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Yeah, we all have bad days, and I have days where I just sit and I just be like yesterday, I was sitting in the park, and I sat in the park for hours. I think I went to the park after the gym. After the gym, I sat in the parking lot. I sat in the parking lot of, some stores and stuff like that. So I went after the stores. I just got sick of sitting at the stores, so I was like, let me go to this park that I usually like to sit in and walk around and exercise. But I literally sat in my car for like 4 hours and did nothing. I was just sitting, looking at my phone and just in my own mind and in my own head, just thinking about stuff like, wow, my life. And I'm just sitting in this park thinking like, damn, my family really don't give a crap. And as the sun started to go down, it was warm in my car. When the sun is up, it's warm in the car. Even when it's starting to get cold outside, it's pretty warm in the car because the sun is beating down on the car and it's warm inside my car. So it's like really comfortable in the car. But I just started to think about like, damn, my family really don't care about me, man. I started thinking about them and I'm like, damn, that's such a loss, such a loss. It's such a terrible thing when you don't have that support system. Because the sun started to go down and then it started to get chilly out. Because it was chilly last night too. So I just started to get in my head like, damn, I really am out here by myself, ain't I? But it's okay. I'm not going to let that get me down. But I was really thinking like, dang, I'm really alone. My family is really like, F you, you know what I mean? So I was just thinking about that a little bit. But it's okay, you know? It's okay. God has got me. God's got me covered. God has got me covered. But better days are ahead. A lot of people give me a lot of good encouragement from YouTube, and I appreciate people that find my channel and they give me a lot of prayers and a lot of encouragement, letting me know, like, you're going to be okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. And not that I need that from people, but it's nice to hear it. You know, it's nice to hear it from somebody. So it's really nice to hear from people that you're going to make it, sis. And a lot of the love and encouragement I get are from people that don't know me from Sam. They don't know me from Adam. And they're encouraging me. They don't know me from Adam. And they're just speaking life. And it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear when someone's speaking positivity over your life, whether they know you or not. But most of the people that speak positive things over my life are strangers. Not even family. Family don't care. They sitting at home in their homes, all warm and cozy, and I'm just out here like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what a screwed up feeling to have. I don't feel sorry for myself, but I do think about my family a lot. Like, wow, I wonder what they're doing. They're sitting at home having dinner with their family, and I'm out here like freezing in these streets. Even though I have the shelter, I still think about my family. I still think about them. Like, how dare you? But like I said, what goes around comes around, baby. I might be down today, but I won't be down tomorrow, baby. Every day gives me a chance to get up again and keep trying, keep going, keep moving. You know what I mean? There's always a chance to keep going at it, keep going at your goals, keep your goals alive, keep my spirits alive, keep building this business. Because at first I was going to ask somebody in my family, like, hey, can I make some of my soaps in your house? And it would only take me maybe 2 or 3 hours to prep everything, get everything, wash all the dishes and everything. But something was telling me, nah, don't ask your family that. Don't ask them, because that's going to be a disaster. That's not going to be a good thing to ask your family, can you make soaps in their house? Because now they're going to be thinking like they need a cut. They want to cut of the money because people get jealous. Your family gets mad, especially when you're trying to like build something. They don't like that. A lot of people don't like you making money. And so if I go in one of my sister's house and start making soap again, they're going to start complaining, saying, oh, I left this here and I left that there. And something was like, no, don't ask your family, can you make soap in their home? No, don't do it, because you're going to be setting yourself up. So get the storage, prep as many things as I can prep in my storage container, and go from there. That's it. Leave it at that. Something was like, no, do not ask them, can you start? Don't do it. Because when they get in their feelings and stuff like that, they're going to start complaining about, oh, you left my kitchen dirty, or you left this soap making product. So I don't want that. I'd rather just stay away from them and just do my own thing. Not even let them know. They're going to know because they're going to be following my social media. So, I mean, I'm telling you, one time when I started my soap business, this is how I know my family wasn't for me. When I started my soap business, I had a sister that never congratulated me on my endeavors of starting a business. She never said, like, I'm proud of you, or your soaps look good. Like, she never gave me a compliment on my business. She never said anything like positive about me, or even acknowledged the fact that I had a business. Like, so she's going to be very shocked when I start again, being out here, being homeless, and, starting a business again. She's going to be shocked. She's going to be very shocked. Very shocked she's going to be. Very shocked. But she never congratulated me. She never even acknowledged that I had a business. That's how I knew that she wasn't for my best interest. You know what I mean? And it sucks when you have a sister that's supposed to love you, you know. And I love her. Like, she had a business, and I congratulated her on her. She had a website and everything. That I don't think she's really doing much with it, but having family members that don't want to see you win, man, that's just crazy. I just be like, well, damn, sis, you never even acknowledged the fact that I even had a business. And not that I was sitting around looking for acknowledgement of me having a business. It's just you would think that your family would say, hey, good job, way to go. You know, but no. A lot of family members want to see you suffer, fail, you know, destroy yourself. And me being homeless and having the situation that I'm out here tussling with in this world by myself right now lets me know that my family don't give a damn about me. They don't care. I'm not their problem. But if they was in a situation and I had a way, if it was in the dead of the winter or even in the summer, if someone lost a place, sis, you got a home here, honey. Shoot, we can help each other. I know I'm gonna make money off of rent. I'm gonna charge you, you know, you're gonna have to pay a portion of rent to help the household, but we can help each other. But families are not like that anymore. They not like that no more. Families is straight up, you know, for themselves. And I know there's some people in your family that you can't help anyway, but I'm not one of those people that you can't help. I'm not one of those people in the family that you can't help. Some people you just cannot help, and I'm not one of those people. Good morning. I'm in the United States of America, USA. 10 people watching. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm up and at it. I'm at the storage, ready to clean some more stuff out, to transfer some more stuff over into my other storage that I have. The other storage that I have is a little bit cheaper. So I had went to a cheaper storage to save some money, save a few extra dollars. So I'm moving all this stuff in my car. And after that, I'm going to go to the gym and work this body yaddy yaddy out. And I'm just going to be doing nothing. I mean, I've been on vacation for my job for since I've been on vacation for like over a week. And then I have more vacation days coming up for next week. I don't go back to work until Thursday. So perfect opportunity for me to clear out my storage container and move it. Get rid of some stuff that I don't need. So that's been my life for like the last couple of days, just clearing out the storage. It's already 6 o'clock. Let me get in here and get this. Let me go get in line and get into this storage. But yeah, I've been moving my stuff back and forth to my new storage for like since Monday. I think I started this on Monday, or maybe I didn't start it Sunday. I started doing my move on Monday morning, I believe. And I was looking at my storage like, oh my God, it looked like so much, but it's really not that much, you know? So, and I said, this is going to be my last storage. This is going to be the last time I'm going to need a storage, because as soon as I get me a place, of course, I don't need the storage anymore. I can just clean everything out, put it in my apartment, and that's that. But yeah, I look a mess, y'all. So this is my storage place. Getting stuff out, throwing stuff away, things that I don't need or want, or I'm even letting go of things that I kind of do want and need, but I feel like I don't have no need for it at the moment, so I'm letting stuff go. And that's hard to kind of let go of things, but I'm purging, you know. I'm purging my life, guys. I'm trying to look for this code to get into this thing, and I can't find it. Where are you? I don't even have my code. I don't know where you are, baby. So yeah, I'm trying to purge my life away, getting rid of the stuff that I don't need in my life and I don't have space for anymore, and just letting stuff go. Yeah, I don't even know where my oh my God, where is my code? So yeah, even when I stayed in an extended stay, I I had most of my stuff here. When the eviction had happened, I ended up coming to this storage facility. I bought this. So I had this storage facility like 2 years. So now I'm like, even in storage facilities, they start raising the rent up. After a while, they start raising the rent. They start raising that rent up. They start raising the rent in these places just like they do inside apartments. Like they do that They do the same thing inside these storage facilities that they do when you rent an apartment. They raise the rent. So that's why I was thinking about just getting myself a mortgage, because when you have a mortgage, I don't think they raise rent, do they? Or or your taxes just continue to increase. Is that what happens when you get a mortgage? So that's why I'm still thinking about just getting myself a mortgage. I'm calling it a day. That way my rent is not going up every year. The mortgage situation is an option for me. So that's an option that I'm going to have out on the table. A mortgage, and trying to figure that out. And everything I be finding out about stuff, I find out through YouTube. I get my information from social media. I investigate, I listen, I ask questions, I Google. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch TikTok videos, Instagram videos. Like whatever question I have, I always go to social media. Of course, I ask people things too, but for the most part, I get my information from the source, or I get my information from people that are in the field, like realtors or whatever. But everybody's not going to always give you the direct answers that you're looking for. But sometimes you can Google stuff and you can find the answer that you're looking for. They have libraries, free libraries. I utilize libraries. I read books. If there's something I want to know or information about something that I want to do, I always look into it and find it out on my own, because most people are not going to give you the information for free anyway. They want you to pay for it. And I said, sis, some of the things that we want answers to, like some people are like, oh, I want to clean up my credit. So they think they need to go on Instagram and find a credit person to clean up their credit. No, you can clean up your own credit. Just pay off your debt. Not that serious. It's not that hard. Pay off your debt, pay your back, whatever, and you can clean up your own credit. You don't need somebody on Instagram that say that they're a credit repair company. And most of these people be scamming you anyway. You can fix them, and you can improve your own credit. And me, thank God, I don't have bad credit. I pay my bills on time, and I don't have a lot of debt and everything like that. So taxes give you money. It's mostly the taxes. Oh, the taxes, yeah. That's what I was thinking. The taxes, yeah. Since we don't have, like, when you get a mortgage, they don't raise your rent in that. I guess the taxes just continue to go up, right? So either way, we going to pay. You're going to pay on the back end, yep. Homes are expensive. Additionally, money for roof, windows cleaned. I know. I was thinking it's better to rent. I know. I was thinking of getting me like a condo, renting a condo. Your mortgage can increase if you get a variable rate, but a fixed rate keeps your monthly payment stable. Okay. Yes. Yes, KB, they are expensive. Yeah, I know they're expensive. So I don't know. But I'm trying to get into whatever I can get into. But like I said, I have to improve my finances. So I guess right now, coming out of a shelter, it's better for me to probably get an extended stay, or yeah, extended stay would be the best thing for me. But like I said, I need the second job. I need the second income. And my business, when I start my soap business, that would be a third income for me. And then after that, I can explore I can explore things like when I get out of the shelter, as far as like a mortgage and all that stuff. Like I could live in a trailer too, as long as it's in a decent neighborhood. I don't mind even having a trailer, like rent, like, getting a mortgage on a trailer home or something small. I don't need a lot. Needing to get a new roof and extension, flat roof, $20,000. Wow, I remember when I was a kid. Well, not really a kid. I guess I was like a teenager or a young adult living in my parents' house. I remember when my dad and them got their roof replaced, when I was like a young adult, and the people came in and fixed the roof. I guess it took them like a couple days, maybe like a week to do it. It's so expensive. So expensive. You're right. Tiny home or trailer. Yeah, I'm looking into all aspects, but I guess right now, getting out of the shelter, it probably would be better for me to like improve my finances, get this second job, build my soap business up. In the process, just move to an extended stay. I think that would be my best option. Stay in the extended stay maybe for a year, save what I can save. But it sucks staying in extended stay because now I have rent to pay. So I have to focus on trying to pay the rent to them and build my soap business in that year. So I think that'll be my best option. Probably go to an extended stay, pay that, busting my butt, work two jobs and still build my soap business. It's going to be tough because I'm going to be so tired. So, but I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm looking into every aspect. If you don't have a down payment, hotel is the best option. Yeah. I think the extended stay would be my option for now. And then go from there. Just have a plan. It will stick until you reach your goals. Yeah, I'm writing it down. Everything that I speak about, I write it down. I think the extended stay would be my best option out of the shelter. Because January is a new year, so the budgets are going to be opening up. I mean, it's not going to be too much because, you know, the administration that we have now, they're not really for like helping people that are down. But, you know, I am one of those people that have a full-time job and I've always worked. So it's not like I'm like, you know, leaning on the government to assist me when I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not one of those people. So I always have a job. I always keep a job. It might be a job that I'm not making a lot of money at, but guess what? I'm always have a job. If you stay longer, the weekly bill reduces after 90 days. Well, I stayed in extended stay before I went in my car. I stayed in extended stay for maybe a couple of months. I ran through my savings. I had a savings in my bank account and I ran through that. So the savings just dwindled after my savings just dwindled. After I went into this extended stay, it sucked my savings dry. You know, my savings had kind of just started dwindling. You know, your savings dwindle when you don't have anything to replace it. So I didn't have nothing to replace it. And that was what happened. And it sucked. It sucked. It sucked big time. Let me show you guys a picture. Look, that was me when I was a baby. That's my brother right there in the red shirt. And on the other side of me, that's my sister. And I have another brother on the other side of my brother right here. So that's the pictures of us when we were kids, y'all. Start your savings that you don't touch because the mortgage companies want to see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, no. I talked to a mortgage broker. I talked to a mortgage person because I went on the website and looking for like the first time home buyers thing. And yeah, I got to start the savings. It's hard, man, when you don't have the money. It's like hard. But it can be done. But I don't think the mortgage for me right out of the shelter is a good option for me. So I think going into the extended stay would be better for me right now. Yeah, that was me when I was a baby. That's me right there. And that's my brother, the one that don't help me with nothing. I'm not really talking to him right now, but you know, I love my family, but you know, they're just not so kind right now to me, so I don't really talk to him. But that's my family. And I have other sisters and stuff that's not in this picture, but for the most part. Child, it's getting cold out here, honey. Yes, it is. The weather is dropping. This temperature is moving pretty fast. It's getting cold out here. Yeah, that's my family that I don't deal with at all. But that's me, man, my childhood. That is me and my childhood. It's my family, my sister. Y'all can't see the whole picture. So yeah, I try to share with you guys what I can. But I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it, right? We gonna make it. Y'all gonna make it too. Y'all gonna make it too. We gonna get out of whatever we dealing with right now. Bad or good, we gonna get out of this. Bad days don't last forever. Hard times don't last forever. We gonna get through this. Life is just hard right now for so many people, and I just be feeling for people because I'm such a, you know, I just care for people. The longer I live, I realize my crisis is just that mine. It sucks when you have family, but a lot of our realities. Yeah, my family's just kind of living their own lives, and that's okay too. Like, I'm not shunning them because they don't want to help me, but I just figure that they should help me. They could help me, you know, but they don't want to, and that's all right too. I can't force anyone to do something that they don't want to do. So it kind of is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? I can't, I can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do for me. If they don't want to help me, I mean, the writing's on the wall. Sometimes you don't need someone to say anything verbally. Sometimes things that they don't say, you could just read the writing on the wall. So I understood the assignment that they don't care. So I got to care for myself and move along, you know? That's all. I understood the assignment. Some people don't have to verbally say, hey, I don't want to help you. You get yourself out of your own shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to verbally tell me that. I get what you're saying. I get it. I understood the assignment, but I'm going to need for y'all to understand the assignment as well, because your time is coming. And I'm not saying that my family's going to be homeless one day too, but their time is coming because they're going to need me at some point. You'll need me one day. And I'm going to remember everything that when I needed you, everything that you've done for me, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember this. You know? I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget this situation. But I know I'm going to get out of this, so. I know it's going to be... I'm trying to find my tripod that I can put my phone on. I don't know where it's at. I don't know. I don't have to hold this thing. Once the black sheep, then the goat. Yeah, I'm definitely the black sheep of my family. I'm the one that used to get in trouble when I was young, right? I was the teenager that got in trouble and stuff. And my family still thinks that, like, I'm that same person. Like, they're so stupid to think that people can't grow up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that same stupid teenager that I used to do. You know, the same stuff I did when I was a teenager and got in trouble. And I'm not that person no more. I'm an adult. I'm grown. I'm not making mistakes. I mean, I made mistakes. But that's life. Who doesn't make mistakes? We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But some of these perfect people think that they're perfect and they don't do any wrong. And, oh, my life is better than yours. You know, those type of family members. Oh, I got this big house. And my brother got 2 homes. That's why I thought that he would be able to help me. But, oh, well. Guess I thought wrong, huh? And that's okay. That is definitely going to be all right. I've definitely gotten over that, but I still talk about it because it still does pain me. It still ails me. It still hurts, you know? So I speak about it to kind of get over it, to kind of get myself past the pain and the hurt. But yes, I still talk about it. I still talk. We all still got feelings and stuff, you know what I mean? We got feelings and emotions. I know I do. You know, they say women are very emotional. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm definitely a walking emotion. Sorry y'all can't see me, but, you know, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here trying to break the storage stuff down. And it's not bad. I'm, like, happy that I come out here every day to show my storage some love, you know what I mean? To get this stuff out of the way. Because this is only going to help me. This is only helping me because my storage now is cheaper. It's a little cheaper. A little cheaper. And we all out here trying to get something for the low and not pay full price if we don't have to. So I'm like, well, got a little cheaper storage. I'm able to save a couple extra dollars. That's always amazing, right? We don't want to pay full price if we don't have to. And guess what, y'all? I did this at perfect timing. I'm supposed to be out by the end of this month, and we still got, what, another week left in this month? Human beings are emotional. Yes, I'm definitely emotional. Once the black sheep, yeah, I'm definitely a black sheep. Don't hold on to that. You don't need anything to block your blessings. Yeah, no, I'm not holding on to it, but I still, you know, it's still in me. I still think about it. I still feel like, damn, man, you're my brother. I love you. My brother right there in that red, that's my baby, man. I took care of my brother like he was my kid. Remember, my parents used to always say, rest their souls, but my parents used to always say, you think you're his mother. My brother was my baby. I didn't let nobody play with him, you know what I mean? And then when you grow up, and I learned how selfish my brother was. And my brother was even selfish even before I was homeless. he was always kind of like about himself, you know what I'm saying? Not really giving a damn about nobody but himself. Because he used to treat my parents that way too. Like, my dad and them got older, and my brother used to be like supposed to be looking out for them, like going over to their house and mowing their lawn. And my dad used to complain, like, your brother, when you ask him for something, he don't never want to do nothing for you. So he was always like that. Even with my parents, he was that way. Just always, always about himself. Not showing no care and kindness to nobody else. Oh, shoot, my brother did this to my parents. He was so like, I'm waiting for your brother to come by here. When my parents got older, before they passed away, like little things, like mowing their lawn and, taking care of my family. See you later. Just being selfish. That's my brother. That's who he is. And now he's married, and I think he's mad at me because I didn't go to his wedding. I didn't go to his wedding. I didn't go to his baby shower. I didn't go to anything. Because I'm like, see you later. Hopefully I see you soon. It's sad to be a selfish person because when something happens, no one will be there for you. Yeah. Because when I get myself cleared out, I wish somebody would knock on my door and ask me for anything. I wish they would ask me for something. I'm waiting for that day. I'm waiting for that day and time for somebody to come out of their mouth to ask me for a favor. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So yeah, I'm waiting for that day for my family to come out of their mouth to ask me for a damn favor. But I appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. Jay. I just see JJJ. Just because someone presents themselves as put together doesn't mean they are not missing pieces in their puzzle. Yeah, I know. I know everybody has problems, and I'm sure my family got stuff going on that I know nothing about. But I love my family. I'm a talker, so I talk. But some people hold their problems in and they don't talk to people, and I understand that too. Like, I understand, but I'm more of a voiceful person. I got to talk about it. I got to get it off my chest. But everybody's not like that, and people are fighting battles out here that I don't even know anything about, and I understand that as well. But if you have family, you're supposed to go to family and talk to them. I'm not saying that you're supposed to put all your problems on someone, and that's not what I want to do either. But I figure we all can make a couple extra dollars in life. Like, if you could have a roommate or somebody to roommate up with and make some extra money, I think we all want to make extra cash. My brother, like, I'll never forget that night. And it was a winter's night when I was out in the streets and I had to call 211. And 211 is a homeless number. Homeless people can call to get, like, resources, or they can get, like, a hotel stay for the night. 211 will help you. And I had to call 211 one night because I was literally out in the winter. Last winter, I was out in the streets on my own by myself. And I called my brother and he was like, oh, I'll call you back. And he never called me back. And this was literally in the middle of the winter time. I was literally out here by myself. And I'm just like, yo, that is so fucked up, bro. And you supposed to be my brother. And you know I'm out here in the middle of the winter by myself, no place to go. And I called you. And you told me you would call me back. And you never even called me back. How do you think I feel about that? I don't want to talk to you. What do I have to say? I don't want to go to your wedding. I don't care if you had a baby. Like, so what? I'm out here struggling. Do you think I want to go to your wedding while everybody's smiling and everybody's happy? And I'm going to be the one sitting over here, like, trying to figure out where I'm going to stay at for the night? Like, no, I'm not going to your wedding. And some people was like, yo, that's messed up. You didn't go to your brother's wedding. It's messed up that my brother didn't take me in the middle of the winter when I'm homeless. That's messed up, too. So, no, I didn't go to his wedding. I didn't go to his baby shower. I don't talk to him. I don't call him. And that's my brother right there in that red shirt. I took care of him like he was my baby. I always had his back. Always. He was my baby. And I still love him. But I'm like, damn, how dare you do this shit to me? And I'm supposed to go to your wedding and act like everything's fine. I can't go to a wedding. I can't go to anything joyful. Especially in the beginning of this, when this thing first happened. When everything in my life just went to hell. I'm supposed to go to a wedding and smile like I'm fine when I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight? No, I can't do it. I can't go around a whole bunch of people smiling and happy. Everybody's happy. I don't want to be the bitter person sitting here looking all bitter and mad and evil. You know, I'm not putting my problems on nobody else, but I'm not in a good stage in my life right now. So I can't go to anything that's going to, I can't go to a wedding. I can't even afford to look like a person that's put together. I can't go to a wedding. I'm just not in that place. So I think he was mad at me for that, but I'm like, I'm mad at you, the fact that I'm out here homeless and by myself, and you can't be honest to my face and say, no, I can't help you. I'd rather you be honest to my face and say, no, I can't help you, sis, I'm sorry, and walk away. Then sit here and lie and say, oh, I'll call you back. Like, be fucking honest. Be a man. Pull up your fucking drawers, man. Be a man. Be honest. Say what it is, and then leave me the freak alone. I'd rather you do that than sit up here and lie and play with me. But look at me now, guys. Look at me now. Let me see if this... okay, this is good. I got this... my Jackery has this, like, flashlight on the end of it. So, this works pretty damn good. So, yeah, I don't know. I just rather people be honest with me and say, no, sorry, I can't help you. Instead of acting like they can do something for me. You know what I mean? Just be honest. I would have done the same. No wedding, no baby shower, nothing, and not even care what others think. I don't give a damn what my family fucking thinks about me. Ain't none of them helping me with nothing. And I'm not even the type of person, like, I'm not coming off like I'm high maintenance. Like, oh, they should. No, I'm not even being like that. I'm not even being like that. But no, I didn't go to his fucking wedding. I'm supposed to go to a wedding and smile like, oh, yeah, I'm so happy for you. Nigga, I'm fucking homeless. I can't go to a wedding. I can't sit here and portray like, oh, I'm so happy. I mean, a wedding is a beautiful thing, but I'm not at that stage in my life right now that I can sit here and celebrate. I'm not in the mood to celebrate. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight. That's what I'm trying to figure out, where I'm going to lay my head. Where I'm going to go to for comfort. I can't sit here and act like everything's fine in my damn life. Somebody came in my inbox and said, yo, that's messed up. Your brother probably feels. Man, I've been homeless for almost 2 years. I don't care how my brother feels. I don't care. Homeless for 2 years. But guess what? Always had a job. Yeah, I know God is always with me. But, I just tell my story. I tell my story because my story can help someone it can help someone else, because you can't always depend on your family. You can't think that they're going to, come down and save you from whatever it is that you're going through. I know I'm alone in life, and that's okay. Thank you. Good morning, Dr. J. How you doing? And I know if something happened to me, like if I was sick sick in the hospital, I know they don't care. I know my family don't care, you know, and it is what it is, and it's hurtful, but I speak about it not because I'm like dwelling on it and I can't get past it, but I talk about it because I let other people know your family is not going to always be coming in to save you or help you or open up the doors to their homes, even if they have 2, 3 homes. My brother got 2 homes, 2 houses. They're not going to always come in and want to save and help you. They're just not. And whatever their reason is for not wanting to help you, you know, that's kind of fucked up. Because my brother, I've done so much for him. I've given him loans. I've done stuff for him in the past to help him out. And for you to turn around and say no to me in the middle of the wintertime, that hurts. I'm good. Thank you. Happy Saturday to you. They're not perfect. I know they're not perfect. I know they're not perfect. Nobody is, right? But I wanted him to help me in some type of way, and he didn't. So, yeah, I don't feel great about my family. And not even give me an explanation. He said, oh, I'll call you back, and never got a phone call back. I'm sitting here waiting for my family. I could have died out here in the streets. I could have died in my car, you know, in the middle of the winter, died in my car. Yeah, they're lost, but, you know, that's what I talk about on my channel. I talk about my feelings, my emotions, and my situation. So that's my story. You guys, I'm so proud of myself. I'm almost done with this storage. I'm almost done. Everything is almost out of here. I'd be so happy to get these people this stuff back, honey. So proud. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna take now. I'm finding all my butters, all my oils and everything, so I'm almost there, y'all. I don't have much more to go. Do you feel abandoned? Yeah, I do feel abandoned by my family. Yep, I do. I sure do. Because I feel this way because I know that if I had, I wouldn't do that to them. I wouldn't let somebody in my family come knock on my door and say, look, it's in the middle of the winter. I don't have anywhere to go tonight. Can you help me? Yeah, I can help you. Come on in. Let's get something. Let me get you some warm soup to eat, right? And tomorrow morning, guess what we're going to do? We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure out what steps we're going to take to better our situation. That's the type of person I would be to my brother. And not just ignore him when he's out in the middle of the streets in the middle of the wintertime by himself. Let's come on in here. Even if I don't have a room, there's my living room. Let me get you a blow-up mattress. I'm not going to have anybody in my family that I love saying that they don't have anywhere to go and it's cold out here. Yeah, I do seek therapy. I do speak to a therapist. Yes, I do. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't, I mean, it's not something that's like, this is not something that's like in my life where I figure I can't get through it, but I talk about it. So my YouTube channel is a form of therapy for me. So, you know, I talk to people and other people come and say, oh, I'm going through the same thing. So that's why I voicefully talk about it. But I do have therapy. I do see a therapist. Yes, I do. But I'm also going to still talk. It will help with all aspects in your journey. Yeah, I do see a therapist. For sure. So proud of myself, y'all. I found my deodorant containers. I'm finding all this stuff that I need to make my stuff again. So I'm like happy. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud how far I've come. It helps. Yeah, I think I talk to my therapist like once a week. So it does help. It does help. Yeah. I love love therapy. And sometimes some days I don't feel like doing it, but I know therapy is the process. And speaking about it, speaking about your hurts and your pains. And in my family, this is not something that's stunning my life. Like, oh my God, I feel like I can't get through. I can't do this because my family, like, I'm a grown woman, right? I'm in my 40s. So I'm not stuck on this, but this is a part of my pain situation. I got other things going on too, so I'm not trying to dump my problems on anyone. But if people come to my YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about my family. I'm going to talk about some of my hurts, some of my pain, some of my mishaps. I'm going to talk about it. Like, my channel is a form of therapy as well for me. So, and a lot of people use YouTube and social media as therapy because they might not have nobody else out here to talk to. You might can talk to a therapist, yeah, but sometimes the therapist is not available to hear what you got to say. So this is a form of therapy for me as well. You know, and I don't always talk about my family. Sometimes I come on here and I just talk about the homeless shelter and the drama that's going on there. So when you come here, it's going to be a whole bunch of different things, you know. And I'm very proud of myself because I'm finding a lot of my stuff that I didn't even know I had. Like, oh my God, I'm finding all my good stuff. It's your brain listening to a sound of what to do in your actions. Yep. But I'm okay. I am doing better than I was last year. So everything is working out every day. Every day I get closer and closer to, finding housing at some point. Days get hard, things get hard, but in my head, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this. We gonna make it. For some, it's overwhelming. Shelters aren't easy. Yeah, the shelter's not easy, but I'm in this situation and I'm trying to make the best of it. But I am grateful to have, a place to sleep every night that's fairly safe. The shelters is like you don't know who you're in there with. Like, a lot of the women in there are like drug addicts, and I've seen a lot. But one thing they don't try me. So they in the shelter, you can't, like, they'll kick you out if you do something that you're not supposed to do. Like, if you fight somebody or do something that you ain't supposed to do, they'll put you out in the streets. And most of the girls, like, we're there because we don't have anywhere else to go. So nobody's going to really risk their housing or where they're laying their head at night to get into a fight or to commit a crime. But there is a lot of people in there that's on drugs, yes, and I see that every day. There's definitely a lot of drug activity in there, and I'd be mad because I'm like, yo, these people need to go to rehab. They don't need to be in a shelter. They need a rehab. They need a rehab. I said, y'all gonna be waking up to a lot of people that's gonna be dead somewhere, because them women be still in there getting high. They be in there getting high, coming in there high, tweaking out all night. And I'm just like, I hate that. I hate to see that. And when you tell, like, the girls be telling the staff members, like, yo, this girl's in here, she's like high or whatever. Man, they act like, oh, if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. So I'm like, that's what you say? If you didn't see it, it didn't happen? Let y'all find out somebody done died in here or overdosed. It's going to be on y'all. It's not a lot of funding. So most programs. This shelter that I'm in, I think it's been around for over 40 years. And they get a lot of donations from, like, other people donate to them. They get a lot of donation money. So they're okay. They're actually financially okay. This man has other businesses and stuff like that, and he has staff. People staff it. They have staff around the clock. The staff member last night, when she let me on the elevator this morning, she was like, "Oh, I was in there knocked out." I said, "Well, y'all not really supposed to be sleeping, are you?" I said, "Y'all supposed to be watching the shelter, making sure that we're safe, right?" But it's basically like a prison, to be honest. So, but I'm grateful to be there. Like, I don't have anywhere else to sleep at night. I'm okay. I just look at everything in a positive manner. I look positively. I'm not gonna sit here and. It's not the greatest place to be at, but it's better than being nowhere. It's not the greatest place in the world, but it's better to have that place than have no place. You know what I mean? It's better to be there than to be nowhere. Because some people, like some of the people be out in the shelter, they be on the streets, like seriously. Some of these people, like I come outside the shelter every day and I see people literally on the sidewalk. And I was like, damn, why would you be on the sidewalk? Why wouldn't you come into the shelter? But you have to be in the shelter by 9 o'clock. You have to be in the shelter, because if you're not in the shelter, they lock you out. So yeah, if you're not in the shelter by a certain time, they definitely locking you out. You lose the bed, yep. Because there's somebody coming in to use that bed, So that's why people don't really be getting in trouble in the shelter. Because if you get in trouble and do something, they're going to kick you out. They don't care if you don't have nowhere to go. They don't care if it's like snowing outside. They're going to kick you out. They're pretty tough. The shelters are tough on you. They're not going to hold your hand through the process. They're giving us enough by just giving us shelter. You're like, you know what I mean? And no, it's not the best, but it's better to be there than have nowhere to go. But some of the girls in there, they still complain. People still complain and find ways to complain and cry about their life. Oh, there was a white lady, an older woman. She was saying, "Oh, this lady is racist," and she was saying that somebody was racist towards her, and I'm just looking at her like, girl, please. You saying she racist because you probably was doing something. They're looking at you. They look at you in a certain light anyway because they know you get high. So they're probably not liking what you're doing here. So that's probably why you think that they feel a ways. But she being there being high. Good morning. Art with personality. How you doing? Yep, you lose the bed if you're not in by 9 o'clock. And most people are in by 9 because they don't want to lose their spot because they don't have anywhere else to go. So that's how the shelters are run. And people be in there, and I'm thankful for it. Because, when you don't have nowhere else to go, you be grateful for what you can get. I know I am. Very grateful. I'm almost done, guys. Almost done. I know that Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted and will execute justice for the needy. Yes, He will. And I'm a believer in Christ, so I know that God is watching over me and He's making my pathway clear. I'm good. I can't complain. Art of personality. I'm just here at my storage. I'm cleaning out my storage because I'm moving to another storage that's a little bit cheaper. So, I'm penny pinching my money, trying to save where I can save. So I've been out here every day and I'm almost done. I think about 2 or 3 more days this will be cleared out. So, yes, welcome to my channel, you guys. I'm just so grateful because I look at my situation and I say I'm in a better position than most people. Most of the women at the shelter, they don't have a car. I have a car. I have access to, getting out every day. I do have a job. I complain and say, oh, I don't make enough money, but at least I'm making some money. You know what I mean? So I'm in a better position than most people that's at the shelter. So I'm grateful for that. I'm like, if I have a car, a lot of those women there don't even have a transportation. I'm grateful, I'm grateful every single day. So I'm so grateful. I'm just grateful. I complain and I say stuff, but I'm still grateful, Whew. That cold weather is coming in fast, y'all. I don't know what kind of wind we're gonna have. Proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself. Proud of myself for everything I'm achieving right now. God is good, right? That I'm able to get up every day, come out here and clean up. Even though I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I don't even want to do this. But I have to. I have to. I can't wait to start making my soaps again, y'all. I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so excited about that. The journey of everything that I've been through. Man, I'm going to have a testimony. And I'm telling my testimony throughout my journey. Like, this is my journey, but I'm telling my testimony, like, throughout it. But there's also a lot of some things I don't share because, some things are personal. But for the most part, I'm so proud of myself. Like, my journey is actually going pretty damn good. It's going pretty damn good. Like, my journey is really going good. My journey is really, really going all right. I look a mess, y'all. Don't look at me. Hot mess, honey. Hot mess. Hot mess. Yeah, God is providing. And I've been going back to church. Like, I'm a church person, but, like, I'm in and out of church. Like, church will do something to piss me off, and then I'll disappear from church for, like, a few years or a couple of months, and then I'll come back. Like, I'm not a consistent church person. In my church, they know that. So, but of course, they like to see me every Sunday and everything. But I'm not one of those every Sunday church people. So, I like to go in, do my praise and worship, and get out. I'm not one of those people that be in there consistently every Sunday. Like, that's just not me. So I have a sister that goes there. So I see her, and last Sunday we went out to lunch. We went out to dinner, and then we went to like another service. They had like another church service. So I was raised in church. So, but I'm not one of those Christians that I do a lot of stuff wrong. I'm not perfect. But I'm a believer for sure. I definitely believe in the I definitely believe in the word. Um, yeah, I'm a believer for sure. But and I'm gonna always be a believer in Christ because that's what I believe. So, but God is working it out for me. You know, I'm just doing the best that I can do, and I know that God is watching me. He sees everything that I'm doing every single day, and He got me under His wings. You know what I'm saying? God got me under His wings. My angels are watching every day, providing and just keeping me safe. Some nights I'm in the shelter and I feel like, uh, I feel alone. I feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in this situation by myself, but I'm not alone. You know, I'm not alone. But that's what the enemy wants me to feel like. I'm out here alone, and I'm really not. I'm not alone. Even the girls that's in the shelter, they're in the same situation I'm in. So we're all struggling to try to find something, you know? But it's definitely a lot of negativity in the shelter and everything. But I try to steer clear, stay away from it. I don't really talk to anybody. When it gets loud in there, I keep my earbuds in and I try to just mind my own damn business. So, but sometimes minding your own damn business is hard for others. Like last night, there was a girl. She used to say nice things to me, and all of a sudden, she just started ignoring me. So yesterday, when I went up into the shelter, when I walked in the door, she turned her head, and I'm looking at her like, "Girl, I don't give a crap. I'm not in here trying to be your friend." She like, as soon as I walked in the door, she turned her head away from me, and I didn't even speak to her. I just walked in, signed my name on the list, walked very demurely back to my bed, and minded my damn business. I don't be in here trying to talk to you heifers. I don't be in here trying to make friends. You the one in here with the big mouth. I can't stand women with big mouths. Like y'all talk too damn much. Y'all should be talking about how y'all getting out of the situation that we are all in. Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? But because one minute, like when I had my bed on the other area, they had moved my bed recently in the shelter, and I was kind of salty about it. But actually, I'm okay over there in the bed that they put me in. So I'm actually in a bunk bed and I'm up top, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. At least I have a place to sleep. But when I went up to the shelter yesterday, she like as soon as I walked in the door, she turned her head around. I'm like, sis, I don't talk to you. Like, who are you? I don't talk to you. Baby cakes. So I looked at her like, girl, bye. I'm not sure. I don't talk to you no way. So what you turning your head for? Like when I walked in, but now I know every time I make an exit, I'm gonna make sure I look. I'm making a nice exit. See, I'm very confident in the way I walk and everything. So people be mad. They be mad. Mad at what, baby? I didn't come in here to be your friend. What you mad at me for? I mind my business. I don't even talk to you girls. I don't talk to y'all. But I know how women could be. Women could be very jealous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she's even jealous of me. I don't know what her problem is because a couple of weeks ago you was telling me that my hair was beautiful. And first of all, I don't need nobody that look like you telling me my hair is beautiful. I already know my hair is beautiful. So I don't need you to tell me that my hair is beautiful. See, some people that's other cultures, they could try to race card and they could do it in a different kind of way. Like she's trying to tell me my hair is beautiful as if you think a lot of black women think that our hair is ugly. Have you ever seen me walk in here with a wig or anything on my head? You've always seen my natural hair. So she was like, oh, your natural hair is beautiful. How did we go from the conversation of my natural hair being beautiful, then when I walk into the room, you turning your head like you don't even see me? How do we get from that conversation? So this is how fake these women are. Fake and phony. Fake, phony, and jealous. Fake, phony, and very jealous. So that just makes me, when I know I have is a woman in the shelter that has like hate in her heart for me, because you don't, like, women don't have to tell you that they don't like you. Just their actions is showing that they don't like you, and that's fine. Because I don't care. I'm not trying to be accepted by anybody, but like, how do we go from the conversation if you telling me that my hair is beautiful, then for you to be turning your head up, turning your nose up at me when I walk in the door? Like, sis, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I don't care. I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I don't need you to tell me my hair is beautiful. I already know my hair is beautiful. But she's one of these people of another culture that thinks that, you know, you're probably a low-key racist or grew up with racist people in your family talking about black people. Girl, I'm not one of those black people that be sitting up here trying to get you to like me. I could care less. I could care less. I love myself. I love the way I look and everything. So I'm gonna need you to know that, baby. I think you heifers already know. I don't even talk to none of y'all. Like I be straight in my own world. I don't even acknowledge y'all existence. And that's what people don't like. When you're not one of them loudmouth girls that can't shut your mouth, like can't stay in silence, you always want to be like, you're a people pleaser. And I'm not a people pleaser, and I've never been a people pleaser. So I'm not in that girl clique in the shelter. I'm not a part of that girl clique. So I'm like, how do we go from you saying my hair is beautiful to you turning your head up at me when I walk into the door? Because that's what she did yesterday. I noticed stuff. I noticed things that people think I don't notice. I noticed what you did. So I now know that you probably go and say stuff about me. But what are you possibly going to say about me? Oh, she goes to work every day and she has a car and she doesn't talk to us. So in her head, she probably thinks maybe I think I'm better. Bitch, I am better. I am. I am. Yeah. I got that much confidence. I am better than you. Yes, I am. So I see the little stuff these women do. When you stay with a whole bunch of women, and prison is the same way, I'm sure, because this place is almost like a prison. So she turned her nose up at me when I had walked into the room yesterday. I'm very voiceable. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I'm not a part of y'all little clique of the loudmouth girls, the girls that can't shut their mouth, the girls that can't sit in their own silence. I'm not one of those girls. I'm not a loudmouth woman. I'm not a part of you. Whatever y'all got going on, bitch, I don't care. I'm worrying about me and myself. And the bunkie that I have, the girl that sleeps below me, I was talking to her. I said, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Like, are you feeling better? Because she said she had surgery. So I am a caring person. But one thing, I don't like talking to loudmouth women that can't shut their mouth. It's this girl in there. She's a lesbian. She's like 33. She's a really pretty woman. But she be in there talking about her escapades with the girls that she talked to. And, I'm just not a part of that conversation. I'm in my own way. They don't know how old I am. You can't tell. They don't know unless I tell them. But I'm not in their clique, and that makes them uncomfortable. So now they looking at me like, what she think she better? What she think she did? I don't need to talk to you, baby. Who are you? I don't need to talk to you. I mind my own business. I stay in my own lane. And some women can't stand that crap. They can't stand it. They be like, damn, she's confident. Look at the way she walks. She thinks she all that. Yeah, I am all that. I am. I'm just that person that you say I am. Yes, you're right. I am all that. So the loudmouth girls was very quiet last night. Well, one of the loudmouth girls, she was out. I guess she stayed with one of her girlfriends. I said one of her girlfriends because this lesbian chick, she's like 30. She said she's 35 or something like that. So they're in there telling her yesterday, oh, you look younger than that. So she's all happy, like, oh, I look like I'm in my 20s. So they don't know my age. I'm in my 40s, but they don't know. But I know they wish they knew how old I was. So they only can kind of guess. You know how women can be. They trying to see who's young and who's old. You know what I mean? But I'm like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. I know y'all be wondering about me. Y'all be in y'all feelings trying to figure out, like, oh, she must not like us. Like, I'm not a loudmouth woman. I stay very reserved and very to myself over here in my little world. I don't need to be a part of what y'all got going on. Y'all little clique. Because once we leave out of here, I'll probably never see you heifers again in my life. We're all on different paths. And I'm not saying that we can't be in the shelter and we can't be cordial, but I'm just not a loudmouth woman. I'm not a loudmouth ratchet type of chick. Those girls in the shelter, the ones that stay in this clique every night, they feel like they need to talk that whole last hour, and we can't be in silence our last hour and just kind of like, y'all just got so much to say. And y'all not saying nothing. You got so much to say, but y'all not saying nothing. Y'all mindsets is still in the streets. Y'all act like y'all still in the street. Y'all are for the streets. For the streets. But y'all looking your head up at me, rolling your eyes at me. I know you heifers be talking about me, but you think I care? You think I care? I get up and I go to work every day, baby. I leave this dump. I'm not sitting around in here all day crying and whining about, oh, the staff are so mean to me. Maybe if you wasn't getting high, they would probably have a little bit more ounce of respect for you. Maybe if you were doing what you have to do instead of sitting around being ratchet, talking about who's racist and who's prejudiced towards you and who's doing all these things, they probably have a little bit more respect for you, sister. But y'all look at a woman that's out here moving around every day, doing what she has to do, and I'm coming in there and I'm silent about my journey. I'm not telling y'all nothing. I'm not giving y'all any kind of energy, nothing. I'm not telling y'all, oh, I went down to, and I'm getting this program to help me. I'm not telling you hoes nothing. And that's what they don't like. They want you to talk. They want you to talk about what you got going on. They want you to talk about, are you about to move? They don't know anything about me. And that's what messes them up. When they don't know nothing about what you got going on in your life, they can't stand that crap. Then they start to hate you. Girl, I'm not here to be like, baby, I'm about to go put my stuff in storage and I'm about to go to the gym and walk on this treadmill and keep unbigging this back, baby. Keep getting this waist small. And y'all worrying about, and you think I'm worrying about a chick at a shelter that don't like me, that put her nose up at me? Girl, I could care less. I could care less. I'm out of this dump every day, figuring out my next move, trying to figure out where I'm going to get some money from, right? Trying to find me a second job. Heifers ain't doing half of what I got going on. And I don't sit up here with the attitude thinking I'm better than nobody, because I'm not. But everything that I'm doing, you could do too. But people want to sit back and see you out every day. You don't know what my struggle is. You don't know how hard it is for me to get out of the bed in this place. Get out of the bed and try to be respectful of my neighbor, my bunkie down there. I'm trying to be respectful of her and walk on clouds, trying to walk on eggshells because I don't want to make a lot of noise. I try to respect people. But the ratchet chicks, I don't have no respect for none of y'all. Because I know y'all looking at me with the evil eye like, Dad, she got a car, she has a car and a job. So that's the main thing that people say about me. Because when new girls come in, they tell you about each person. You know how it is when you start a new job, right? They say, oh, that girl over there, she's really mean, or this girl over there, she's really religious. She goes to church every Sunday. So it's like being at a shelter is like starting a new job. Everybody's going to have their own analogies about you, what they think about you. So me, they tell all the girls, like, yeah, she works, she's never here. So a lot of people don't like that because they're fucking miserable. They're stuck in that place and they're miserable. But everything I have, as far as my car and my job, I've worked very hard to maintain that. I've worked very hard to maintain that. So when they look at me, they probably think, oh, she thinks she's better than all of us because we stuck here every day, all day. No, we all have the same opportunities to get out here and get to $1. We all got the same opportunities to go out here and get your driver's license. We all got the same opportunities to get our credit together so that we can get us a decent car. We all got the same opportunities every day. We all got the same 24 hours in a day, baby. I just start my day early. So no, if y'all want to put your nose up at me and all this stuff, girl, I could care fucking less. I could care less. But I see the energy. I see the girls that be giving me these dirty little looks. Girl, I could care less. Because I get up here every day, out in my car at 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning. You think I want to get up that early? No, I be wanting to lay in the bed, sis. I be wanting to lay in my bed, just like y'all. But see, I don't want to be in this whole line of girls fighting, they brush their teeth. Girls like no, I want to be out the way of everyone. And I know some of them in there be hating on me. They don't like me. Oh wow, she's going to a gym. Oh wow, she got to go to work. Oh wow, she got a car to get into, and we don't. People be jealous and mad, sis. I get it. I get it. But baby, the same opportunities I have is the same opportunities you have every single day. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I be out here driving, looking at these homes and apartments and condos every single day in my feelings. But I know I'm going to get to it, baby. I know I'm going to get to it. I know what's going to happen for me. But I got to get to it. I can't sit here and expect anything from nobody. Not even my family. Even though I feel a ways. But I'm the only person that can change my situation. And I look at those girls, I say, y'all the only ones that can change your situation. I lost a lot. But I still was able to make sure I keep my license. Make sure I keep my license up to date. Make sure I keep my car on the road. Make sure I pay my note. Make sure I pay my insurance. I'm paying a lot of bills, still even being homeless. I'm still getting to it. Because I'm determined. I'm not sitting in here acting like I got best friends and the girls that sit around all day and the girls that want to go downstairs and hang out in the men's face all day. I'm not thinking about none of them men in there. They can't do nothing for me. But y'all the type of women, y'all sitting in there worrying about the guys, worrying about this. Like, girl, I could care freaking less. I'm worrying about myself and my job. None of them know I'm on vacation. I didn't tell nobody for what. I'm not telling them my business. Because I already know some people looking at me rolling their eyes anyway because they consider me to be the girl with the job and the girl that has that black car. That's what they say about me. You think I don't know? I know. I'm aware. I tell you, when I went upstairs yesterday to sign this paper, that girl that I'm talking about, she's a tall white chick. She turned her head completely around when she saw me. Like, turned her head, like, oh, here she come. Yeah, here I come, bitch. Here I come. Yes, I'm here. I made sure I did my little step. You know, I walk with very much confidence. I keep my shoulders high. My head is high, baby. I'm not walking with no low self-esteem over here. Even being a homeless chick, baby, you wouldn't even be able to tell I was homeless if you saw me. I mean, some days I do walk around look like a homeless person, but girl, I'd be so far away from that place. And you in this place just being miserable. But you can get yourself out of your situation, baby. You can get yourself out of the situation. I'm not saying her bashing these girls because some of them are sitting around like on welfare or anything. I've been on welfare before. I've been on welfare in my life maybe 2 or 3 times. But I only went on welfare when I had no job. I lost my job. My unemployment ran out, and I probably had to apply for welfare for maybe 2 or 3 months until I found me a second job. I was on welfare, but I never stayed on welfare. I had welfare before too. I had food stamps before too. I'm not sitting there bashing these women. But they mad and they get mad because I don't sit there and tell all my business to them. That's why. When you don't tell a person all your business, they don't like you. When you're not telling them how many kids you got, or I was divorced twice, or I got a husband and I got a man, I got somebody in my life. You don't tell people anything about you, man. They don't like you because you're not spilling all your beans. They don't like that. They want you to spill all your beans and tell all your business. That's what they want. That's what they love. They be super mad at me because I don't tell them nothing. I want to be a mystery to you, sweetheart. I don't go in there talking about a guy I'm dealing with. I don't do that. I'm not talking about none of that. I sit quiet. When I sleep at night, I be quiet. I don't say much of anything. I'm in my phone. I got my headphones in. I'm a mystery to a lot of them girls because I'm not in there running my mouth and telling all my stuff, telling all my tea. And they don't like that. The devil don't like a silent person. Them dark spirits and them drugs, drug addict girls that be in there on that dope, popping those pills and stuff, y'all are miserable. Go get some help, sis. I get up every day on my grind. I'm not sitting around trying to make a best friend. And I'm not against making a friend. I believe as a woman or anywhere, you can make friends anywhere. You can make a friend. You can make a pal, a buddy, or whatever. I'm not against that. But God lets me know. He gives me I know who to deal with, and I know who to talk to, and I know who to stay the heck away from. Some people have these outgoing personalities, and some girls they have that personality of being outgoing. They talk to anybody. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I can ignore the hell out of somebody, and you'll be in your head thinking like, damn, does she like me? Does she not? I'm not really, this is not really a place for me to like anyone. I'm in here doing my own thing, minding my own damn business, and a lot of people, that turns them off. You think I don't know or know body movements and stuff with people? I don't give a freak who don't like me in here. I be on my own grind, baby. And y'all need to be on your own grind too, but some of y'all are still suffering from drug addiction, drug habits. Drop them drugs. The drugs are holding you back from your life, man. Drop the drugs. Drop the people that you're hanging out with. Drop the addicts. You're hanging out with drug addicts. Do you think that's going to help you in your journey of trying to find housing and get housing? That's not helping us. I got so much going on that I don't even share with YouTube. Like, I talk about my homeless journey here, but I don't share everything because you're not supposed to tell all your business, right? There's a lot of stuff going on in my life I don't even share because I don't need to. I just talk about my homeless journey, my journey through homelessness, my journey in the homeless shelter. That's what I talk about. That's it. I don't have to share anything else with anybody if I don't want to. I put out what I want to put out. And while I'm in the shelter, if I talk, if you find out something about me in my life, I share it. But most I don't share because some people I don't even like that. I see the backstabbers. I see the drug addicts. I see that most people around me are not people that I can even affiliate with. And not saying that I'm better, but I am better. I am better. I'm going to have confidence within myself and say, yes, I am better than you. Yeah, yes, I have confidence in my situation that I know I'm not going to be here forever, sweetheart. God has a plan for my life. God has a plan for my life. And hell, I have a plan for my life as well. For me to get the heck up out of here. Because I know how to pray. I know how to pray. I'm not perfect. I've done some stuff in my life. Don't get me wrong now. But y'all gotta, some of those girls in there and some of these people in here in the shelter are older women. And I say, y'all too old to be sitting around here acting like you 22 years old, baby. We almost at middle stages of our life. When you start pushing almost 50, we get into the middle stages of our lives. We can't be sitting here playing games with these little young girls anymore. We can't be sitting around here acting like teenagers. I figure when you're homeless, you are at the bottom of the barrel, man. I'm at rock bottom right now. And I'm thanking God that my rock bottom has nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. I'm glad that it has nothing to do with drugs. Because some of those girls in there that got drug and alcohol problems, they need to confront that drug addiction first. You're going to forever be in the same cycle of addiction and everything if you don't clean yourself up. This one lady, she's an older woman. She's clearly an addict. She be in there high and everything. And I just like, girl, you have to face your addiction first before you can tackle this homelessness stuff. But see, she's in her addiction, so she's comfortable in her stuff. Because none of the people in the shelter are going to say, hey, you need to go to treatment. They're not going to tell her that. They're not going to say, hey, you need to go to treatment. They're not going to say that to her. Because they get a portion of money from the government or from the state to even have us in there. Everybody that they have in the shelter, they get some kind of incentive for us to be there. But the ones that are struggling with addiction and stuff like that, they need to get the proper help. A shelter is not helping them because they're still getting high. And that's the thing and the problem that I have with these homeless shelters, because a lot of them have uh, mental illness problems. They suffer from mental illness, their drug addictions. And it's not an AA. They don't offer AA or anything in there. That's not a treatment center. That's not a drug addiction treatment center. So they're not offering any kind of treatment. They need to go to a place that's offering treatment. But the shelters, they hold on to these people because they get money for us. And the sad thing is, what if the person come in here and OD? What if they overdose? What if they overdose? That's not a good look for the shelter. But who am I? You know, I'm just a homeless woman in there. That's homeless, so that's what they look at me as, and that's okay. But I come here and I talk about my experiences inside a shelter. I talk about what it was like when I stayed in my car. I stayed in my car before I went to the shelter. I was living in my car for 33 days. That was an experience in itself. Wasn't the best experience, but it wasn't the worst either. You know, I've been through a lot. I've been in hotels. I stayed in an extended stay for a while. When I was in the extended stay, I know I'm losing a lot of y'all because of the woods. It's probably buffering. If it's buffering, can you guys let me know? Can you guys let me know what state or country you are watching me from? Is this your first time watching me? Let's communicate in the chat. Hello, good morning. Say good morning. What are you guys doing this weekend? It's not just about me. I talk to you guys too. And I'm very voiceful and I'm going to talk. So we have to communicate and say hello. If you guys are here, if it's buffering, can y'all let me know in the chat if it's buffering? If it's buffering, please somebody give me a thumbs up in the chat. If it's buffering really, really bad, can y'all let me know? Because I don't know. I can't see on this side. I can't see if it's buffering. Because I drive around a lot of trees. And when I get around these trees, this woodsy area, it starts acting up. So I know I lose a lot of people when it starts doing that. And there's really nothing that I can do about that. And I'm sorry. But if you guys can let me know where y'all are watching me from. What state or country that y'all are watching me from. I'm actually on vacation. I don't go back to work until Thursday. So, but I'm almost done with cleaning out my storage shelter. I'm moving to another storage shelter, and that's where I'm taking a lot of my stuff. I say I have about maybe 3 more times, and everything will be pretty much cleared out. So I'm glad that I took this vacation. And pretty much my vacation from work is to clean out this storage container, because my new storage that I have is actually, it's cheaper. It's a little cheaper. So that's where I went. Massachusetts, yay, from Mass. Hello from Mass. How are you today? What are you doing today? Happy weekend to everyone. I remember yesterday was Friday, so I didn't even know or realize that. I didn't even know it was Friday. I thought it was like Thursday. Somebody was like, oh no, today's Friday. I'm like, oh really? I thought it was like Thursday or something. But hello from Mass. Is it buffering at all? Has it been buffering really bad, or are you just coming in? Good morning. For everybody that's new here, if you guys could give me a thumbs up. Y'all see that thumb up there? It says 15. So if you guys come in, when you come in, just give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel get put out there. That helps the algorithm attach itself to my channel, and it'll push me out to more people. So I'm here because I talk about my homeless journey, and I talk about my experiences living inside a homeless shelter in the United States of America. And I am not embarrassed to talk about it. No buffering, it's not buffering? I'm glad. Thank you. And I'm driving around a lot of trees too, so it's not buffering. That's amazing. But I just talk about my situation, living inside a homeless shelter inside the U.S., United States of America. I live in the state of New Jersey. So I'm in a homeless shelter, and I've been in the shelter for about 2 months now. And I just talk about my experiences inside the shelter. It's not always the best experience. It's not comfortable. But I have a bed that I sleep on every night. It's like prison, basically. But I do have my own bed. So I'm grateful for that. We stay in, it's like 12 girls to one big giant room. And it has bunk beds in each room. So it's not the best situation. Because, at nighttime when I'm sleeping, you get up in the middle of the night, the girls are snoring, you have to hear all the snores, you got to hear, the bathroom is right there. At nighttime, you can hear everything. So you have to hear all the snoring. When girls go into the bathroom at night, you can hear them pissing. So you hear all those things, and it sucks. It sucks. It really does suck, but I'm doing my best to get out of the situation. So that's why I'm here to talk to y'all and just let y'all know, like, this is my experience inside a homeless shelter. This is my experiences living inside a homeless shelter in the U.S. Hi, Lori, Renee. How you doing? Girly, girly. Art with personality. Are you still here? Russell, good morning, everybody. Thank you for the 15 likes. I see I got 15 likes. I appreciate that. Wow, it's been 2 hours now that I've been streaming, which is amazing. So I stream every day. I'm here every morning. I'm here. Sometimes I stream in the afternoon. You just don't never know when I'm going to stream. But like I said, I'm off work until Thursday. So, and this is my vacation, and everybody at work is like, are you going on vacation? Like, no, I can't afford it. I don't have any money for vacation. I'm homeless. So I just been out here, moving my storage around, and my new storage is actually a lot cheaper. So, but good morning to everyone in the chat. If you guys let me know where y'all are watching me from, what state, you don't have to be nervous. Say hello. I see 10 people or 11 people are here. Say hi. Let me know how you found my channel. I talk everything homelessness on here, everything homeless shelter life. Am I embarrassed? No, I'm not. I do not share my homelessness with my job, but I do talk about it on social media a lot. I talk about this every single day. I'm here every day. I'm here every morning, early in the morning, I'm here. And in the afternoon, sometimes I will run a live stream too. But some days in the afternoon, I don't. It depends on how I feel. So it's starting to get cold out here, and the homeless shelters are filling up fast, honey. The girls are coming in. The shelter is filled up. Not every bed. I think we have like a couple beds that are open. But yeah, it's filling up, honey. It's filling up fast. That's another thing. I think I want to get a mattress cover. I think I'm going to get myself a mattress cover to cover up my mattress. Because, when you on them twin mattresses in the shelter, they don't clean those mattresses off. I do when I get into another bed, like this is the first time that I moved to another bed, so I do spray them down with like sanitizer. So I do spray the beds down when I get on there with sanitizer spray, but I need me a mattress cover, you know what I mean? I can get one from Walmart or somewhere. So I'm going to invest in that. And whenever they move my bed again, hopefully they won't. Hopefully where I'm at is where I'm going to stay. But somebody was like, well, there's a bed right there. Why don't you ask her, can you move to that one? And it's a bed that's actually on the floor. And I'm like, no, I'm good where I'm at. I'm good. I don't want to keep moving. I'm going to stay where I'm at. Like, my next move is out the door. So I'm going to stay where I'm at. And my next move will be out the door. Because I like to be away from girls. I don't want to be around the girls too much. So if I take that lower bed, I'm going to be around a whole bunch of people. So I'm good in my bunk bed. As long as I have a stairway and I'm able to get up there, I'm good. As long as I'm able to step up on my bed, baby, I am going to be okay. And my bunkie, the girl that's my bunkie, she looks like she's probably been there for a while. So she don't look like she going nowhere. So, but yes, I live in a homeless shelter inside the United States of America, and I talk about my experiences inside a homeless shelter. So if you guys have any questions about homeless shelter and how it's ran and what do we eat and any questions about the food, they do offer us 3 meals a day. We get offered 3 meals a day. I'm never there, so but when I am there, sometimes if I'm there for breakfast, I might eat breakfast. Or if I'm there for lunch, I might catch lunch. If I'm there for dinner, I may catch dinner. But for the most part, I am never there. Because it's either I'm working, but like I said, I'm on vacation right now, so I don't go back to work until Thursday. So I never catch the food because I'm never there. And I am thankful because I have a car, and a lot of the girls there, they don't have a car. So I'm grateful for that. So I work hard, you know. I'm looking for a second job. Pretty much right now, I'm looking for a job anywhere. I don't care what it is. I could work at Chick-fil-A. So I don't care. I just need a second job. I need to make that second income. I do make handmade soap. So I'm starting to open up my handmade soap business again. But I got to make the soap. So I've been trying to get that out of the way, trying to start making my soaps again because I make natural, handmade cold processed soap. So I'm going back into making that. But it's a process, it's a process. But I would say by the end of November, I'll have the soaps ready. So if anybody's ever interested in purchasing soap, you can buy it online. And if you guys ever support my business, I appreciate you. That helps me, get out of my situation. I don't never ask anybody for money. So people donate to me. They do find my Cash App, and some people send me money. If you guys ever sent me any kind of donations to my Cash App, some days I wake up in the morning and I have a Cash App. So I appreciate you guys for supporting me in that way. I do get Cash Apps. I never ask for money. So I'm not a beggar. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm here begging for money. Oh, she's homeless. She must be looking for money. I don't ask anybody for anything. God provides for me. God keeps me, He keeps me safe and He keeps me covered in my journey, right? I mean, of course, I take care of myself because I get up and go to work every day. But for the most part, people send me stuff and people are just nice. I think I might get a P.O. box, but I don't think they have an option for a homeless person to have a P.O. box. So that's something that I think I could go to a post office to see if they have any options for people that are homeless. I can get mail, and that's probably what I probably do. I can get mail at the shelter. Yeah, I probably could get mail at the shelter, but that would mean that I have to change my address, and I didn't want my job to know my address change. So I probably let my job stay with my address because I have my address. My sister said I could use her. My sister did. One of my sisters did say I could use her address, but I'm only going to use her address for. I'm only going to use her address for my job, and all my other mail I could get at the shelter. Because I don't want my job to know I live at a shelter because I don't never know who, the managers or who knows what. I don't know if they can see our addresses and stuff like that. So I don't want nobody to know at my job that I'm actually in this position. So I don't talk about it at work because I don't feel a reason to talk about it at work. I don't find a reason to talk about my homeless situation, but I will talk about my journey on social media. Like I talk about it on YouTube, and this is the channel that I'm going to talk about it on. So let me know, guys. Nobody's talking. Say hello. I'm glad it's not buffering, though. 10 people are here. Good morning. What are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. What are y'all doing on the Saturday? Are you guys off on the weekend? Let me know. Let's communicate. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. I don't want to police police to see that I'm live streaming. Because if I see me like with this phone on and it looks like it's a live channel, like a live stream, he's probably gonna pull me over and give me a fat ticket. And that's not what I want. That's not what I need. But good morning to everybody. I started my day with Wawa coffee. How are you today? How are you? Twisted Raina, how you doing, girl? How's it going? What are you doing today? What's on your agenda? What's on your agenda? If you guys are new here, I am a homeless woman and I live in the United States of America. Per se, I live in New Jersey. I am in New Jersey and I live in a homeless shelter. If you guys want to know, y'all have any questions about the shelter, anything about how it's ran, how long I've been there, let's communicate, ask some questions. The only thing I want to say to y'all is, if you, whatever your living arrangement is, pay your bills and try to keep your shelter, because when you are homeless, nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares that you're homeless. So pay your bills, try not to lose your home, try not to lose your apartment. If you're having struggles with money, the only thing you can really do is get a second job. Like, nobody wants to work a second job. Hell, I don't even want to work a second job, but I have to, because I have to find shelter. I have to find shelter again. I have to, because not having a home is hard, especially when it gets cold out here. Child, wintertime is coming. Winter is coming. So it's very hard. Very, very hard. And thank God that I'm one of the girls in the shelter, that I have my own car and I have a job and I have access to get out. My job is literally like an hour away from the shelter, which I hate that, but I don't really have a choice right now. I gotta take what I can get. But it's rough. It's a rough moment in my life, but I'm getting through it every day, because I'm waking up every day and I'm determined to come out here and make a change in my life. I'm not sitting around crying about, whoa, my life, whoa, I hate the shelter, whoa, the staff in the shelter are shitty, and they are. Most of them are crappy, and most of the staff in the shelter have crappy, nasty, disgusting attitudes and everything, but I just gotta kill them with kindness and be respectful at all times, because they will throw you out in the middle of the street. They will throw you out if you do something in the shelter that you're not supposed to do. If you're disrespectful to them, they'll let you go too. So I'm respectful. I'm a respectful person anyway, until somebody disrespects me. But the staff can be very nasty. They really can. But I try not to, respond back to the BS. I try to mind my own damn business. I try not to get with the girls. When I'm around the girls, I'm pretty quiet. I pretty much say hello, how you doing, or whatever, and keep it like that. And I keep moving on about my life. I mind my own business, and I think that's the best way to be. Is minding your own business and staying to yourself is literally the best thing. Because being in a shelter can be like, it could be like a stint in jail. It could be like a stint in prison. And I've never been to prison, but I heard a lot of prison stories. You know what I mean? So I do watch stuff on YouTube like prison stories, because I'm interested in what's going on in jail. You know what I mean? So prison shelters can be like jail, It can be like you're in prison. You got the cliques, you got the girls that are trying to be the bullies and all types of stuff. So these are all the type of things that I see in the shelter. But they really don't mess with me, because I look like a mean person anyway. So they don't really be stepping on my toes, because they probably like looking at me like, damn, she look like she could hold her own. So them girls don't be bothering me, child. It's going. Hope you got your head up. We're going to see yeah, grandma at rehab. Oh, you're going to go see your grandma at rehab? Your grandma's at rehab? Okay. I hope you have a good day with that. Tell Grams we said hello. They're stronger than 50% of people in the world today. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I got to keep going. I got a lot of things that I have to do, and I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. Even if nobody says that they're proud of me, or my family, the people that I think that should be, trying to help speak life into my situation. Even if I have nobody, I have myself, and I'm grateful and I'm proud of myself. So better days, better things, better everything. So yeah, I might change all my mail to get it at the shelter. And from there, I'm just going to keep my job address to my sister's, because she did say I could use her address. That's about the only thing that she said I could do. So she did say I can use her address, but I'm only going to keep my sister's address for the shelter, for my job stuff. But everything else, like my credit cards and all that stuff, I can have it come to the shelter. The shelter, they do give my mail. They do give me my mail. So that's one thing I can say about them. Yeah, I'm definitely proud of myself. Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm at the I'm at the storage right now. I'm at my storage, guys, trying to do another load. I think I have to do this probably like 4 more times, and I'll be emptied out. Like my storage is really looking empty now, and I gotten down in the storage. We getting somewhere, y'all. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud for how far I've come with this whole move thing. And I said, well, after this storage, I'm speaking it into existence, guys. I'm trying to see what these y'all. I'm always so curious about a lot of stuff. I'm speaking it into existence, and that has a yellow tag on it. Right, empty. I wonder why they got yellow hooks on them. But I'm speaking into existence that after this storage, I am going to be moving into my own place, even if it's an extended stay. I'm going to have something of my own. The next move out will be moving the stuff into an apartment or an extended stay. So after this, I will be done with storages. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But I have this storage specifically because I have to start my soap business. So I needed to get all my soap stuff organized and have all my soap business stuff on one side, and then have all my like clothes and everything on the other side. So that's why I got this storage, because I needed to organize my business life. Um, I see these electric sockets that this lady in the storage place was like, oh no, you can't use them. I said, well, they're there. What do you mean we can't use them? The electrical sockets. She was like, oh no, we can't use these. Oh, they did close them up. Well, she did close it up. I'm like, why would y'all close them up? They're there for people to use. They did close them up. Wow, they so funny. People really try to do, because they know it's a lot of homeless people out here. And I asked her, I said, well, do y'all have electrical sockets out here? She was like, yeah, but you can't use them. I'm just looking at her, well, you can't use them. Why are they there? We're paying a storage fee, and you telling us that we can't use the electrical sockets? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because last time I was here, it was available to use. Last time I was here, they was available. But they try to do everything they can do. They know it's homeless people out here, and really, I don't know what homeless person is going to be living in a storage like this in the middle of the winter, because it's going to be way too cold. But they say some storage containers. They say a lot of people are living in those storage containers, like in Atlanta. I'm like, I can't survive in the winter outside, because I would be so unbelievably uncomfortable. I just couldn't do it. Now, what somebody else can do, that's what they can do. But me, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't survive like that. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't know. I cannot live that way. I don't know. It would be so hard for me. I'm trying to organize my life, y'all. I'm finding a whole bunch of my personal paperwork, and I'm just trying to keep everything in one area. And just keep the things that matter to me close by, so I don't lose all my important documents. I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to purge my life, get rid of stuff that's not being used, and keep the stuff that I really need, keep it close by. Because, when you homeless, you don't have a place to put your personal belongings anymore. So your stuff just be all over the place. And even when you have a storage containers get so dirty and dusty. Like all the dust from the street, everything just gets into the storage containers. And I'll be like, damn, it's dust everywhere. So I have a broom and everything in there that I use to clean it out and everything. Look, I got a Bible in my car. I don't know. I guess when I was at church, I must have took one of their Bibles. I'm going to bring this back on Sunday because I have my own Bible. There was a Bible at church that this lady gave to me. She's one of the senior ladies at church. And she gave me her Bible. And she gave me a Bible like 14 years ago. And I still have the same Bible. What's an extended stay? An extended stay is basically like a hotel. It's like a hotel, or it's like a studio apartment, but it just has one room. It has a bathroom, and some extended stays might have like a kitchenette in it. But my extended stay that I stayed in was like, it was like a hotel room, basically. Extended stays are basically like hotel rooms. And some of them might be fixed up some of them might be like, some of them might have like a little oven or a hot plate in it. So it just depends on where you go. But mines that I was in, that one was like a hotel room. It was a hotel that they turned into an extended stay. So people can stay there for the long term. You have to find them, you know. But the extended stay I was in, it wasn't bad. It's just when you stay in extended stay, you're going to stay in close proximity to other people. So I'm just like a kind of person, I like to be kind of to myself and not around a lot of people. I'm like an introvert, right? So it was hard for me to stay in extended stay, but I made it work, you know. After a while, I got comfortable in there. So I have my affirmations today, and I have this jar that when I went on my yoga retreat, and this was like years ago, I went up into the mountains of Pennsylvania, upstate PA, and I went on a yoga retreat with some girls, and we went camping, we went hiking, and it was like a yoga retreat. So we did yoga stuff. It was nice. So she gave me this jar that has some affirmations inside of it, and on the front of the jar it says hope. So I said every day, and I didn't do this yesterday, I said every day I'm going to open up this jar and see what the affirmation is for today, and we're going to talk about it, what the affirmation was. And I put it in this jar and see how the affirmation is going to work for my life today. See how it's going to work for my life today. So I'm going to take one. I think I'm going to take this blue one. They have all different colors. So I'm going to take the blue affirmation for today, and we're going to see what it says. We're going to see what it says, because my other affirmation, I don't know what I did with it, but so I'm taking it out of my jar. So I'm going to show y'all the jar one day too, but not right now. So this affirmation for today says, be flexible and change plans if you must, but stay focused on your goals. Be flexible. Okay, I like that. So being flexible means just keep your options open. Keep your options open. Like whatever you're going through in your life, bad or good, always keep your options open. And that's what I do. I live my life now. I keep my options open. I'm open to listening to other people. Like, even though I talk about the girls in the shelter, and sometimes I don't talk about them in the best way, but my ears are open. I'm listening to what they're talking about. You know what I mean? It's always good to listen to what people around you are saying. Like, even though I'm quiet for the most part, sometimes I just shut off I take my earbuds out of my ears, and I'm listening to what these girls are saying. And sometimes they're talking about, hey, if you go down to the social services building, they have this program. So some things I hear and I write it down, and then I go to what they were talking about. You know, so I'm hearing what people are saying around me. So that's a way of me being flexible and keeping my ears open to what people are chattering about, you know? Because if whatever they're chattering about, it could benefit me. Like, even though I'm quiet and I really don't talk to them like that, I still am listening to what they're saying to each other, because some things I can get some information, and I can go and, you know, whatever they're saying, I can go find out about, hey, I heard about this program. So even though I really don't talk to them like that, I'm quiet, but I'm listening to what people in my area are saying. Like the girls, sometimes they're talking about, hey, it's this program over here. You just got to go down there and sign your name on this list, and they'll help you with housing. So I'm listening to these things, but sometimes they don't want you to know it, because they don't want to share information with you. Some people don't want to share the tea, because they want you to, you know, struggle to get to it. They don't want to just tell you what to do. So I'm listening to what the girls are talking about. So it says, be flexible and change plans if you must. And yeah, change plans if you must, like me, changing plans with this storage. I cleaned out my old storage, and I'm starting a new one. Change that plan. But stay focused on your goals, for sure. My goals are being worked on every single day. I work on my goals every day, because every day I get one step closer to the hell that I've been going through for the last 3 years. It's all coming to a close. Like, I'm getting somewhere in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of myself. Like, even though I lost a lot, like losing your home, your apartment, wherever you lay your head for safety, security, losing that, it's the worst thing in the world. It's literally the worst thing in the world. And it could be very, very embarrassing. You know what I mean? So, but I'm getting through it. Are you still staying at the shelter or is it? I'm at shelter. I'm at the shelter. I just hopped on the live. How you doing, Jess? Yeah, I'm still at the shelter. It's been 2 months now, so nothing yet. I can't really move to an extended stay until I start making more money. So, because I still have bills that I have to pay and everything. So I'm still at the shelter. I'm gonna be there until I find something, you know. But I really need to find a second job, and I haven't been having any luck with that. So not much luck with finding a second job, but I'm still hopeful. Still hopeful. I'm still positive about everything, but that's my affirmation for today. Excuse me. I hate to blow my nose in front of y'all. But no, I wish I was at an extended stay. I wish I was. But one day soon it will happen. Busy at work? Yeah. Good for you, Jess. I'm glad to see you again. I'm just I had switched out my shelter, my storage. Remember I told you I had a storage, so I cleaned out that storage. Now I have a new storage, and the storage that I'm at now is a little bit cheaper. So that's why I'm here. Oh, excuse me. So that's why I'm at this new storage. Cleaning up my storage, just putting my business stuff on one side and putting my personal belongings on the other. And I'm still just purging things, you know, getting rid of stuff that I don't need, and you know, just still at the shelter. Everything's going okay. I can't complain. I haven't really gotten too far as like apartment. I can't do anything as far as apartment or housing until I'm able to make more money. So money is just my biggest aspect. Money is the biggest thing that I need right now for me to move, you know, for me to move money. It's all about the finances. So if I don't have the money, I can't, because I have other bills that I have to pay, and you know, I have other things that I'm responsible for right now that my money is going to. So going to an extended stay wouldn't do me any good unless I get a second job, because I would be, you know, evicted out of there because I can't afford to pay it. So, you know, I just have to get the second job, and then I can worry about finding an extended stay. I can go to an extended stay when I get more money. And I know some people are like, well, you can do Uber and all that. I can't, because I have so much stuff in my car already that I don't want to do Uber. I'm scared to do Uber, actually. Driving around with people in my back seat. I have this big paranoia anyway about like having people behind me. I don't like nobody behind me. So I definitely don't want nobody in my back seat. So Uber and all that stuff is not really my thing. I can do deliveries where I'm like bringing people water or something like that. I have to check into that. Yeah, Uber is out. DoorDash is out. I don't really want to deliver anything to people, because you know, you could be delivering. It's a lot of stuff that goes on with this delivery service, so I don't really want to do that. So I'm not interested in any of that. I'd rather just work in a retail giant like Walmart or something like that, but nobody has been calling me back. So yeah, busy at work. Yeah, it's the busy season, honey. I don't know if it will help you much, but I know that you like to get Wawa for coffee. I use the app to get rewards. Yeah, I do have the app, and I do get my rewards. I always scan the my key thing, the Wawa thing. I scan that, and I have to go online to see what to see what my rewards are. And they have things for $1. So I just have to get on the website, go on wawa.com and see. I know I have a lot of points because every time I get coffee, I always scan my thing. So, but yeah. I don't mind delivering things to people. I just didn't want to do food delivery. Like, you know, somebody ordered McDonald's and I got to take it to people. It's just so much going on with Uber and stuff right now. Such negative stuff that's out there. I don't want to be dealing with a whole bunch of drama from people with the delivery services. I don't want to be dealing with that. So, and I really don't want to put the miles and stuff on my car. So I'd rather just get a job at McDonald's or somewhere. But they're not even like calling me back. So it's been crazy. But I know I'm going to find something soon. So I'm not too upset. Everything's going to work out. So I don't want to do DoorDash. I don't want to put the miles on my car, and you know, something will happen for me. And I'm not being like bougie or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm just worried for my safety when it comes to like Uber and DoorDash. I'm already like a paranoid person, having somebody like standing behind me. I definitely don't want nobody sitting in my back seat because I'm scared. Like I'm nervous that somebody could attack me, you know? So I always keep that kind of out of the DoorDash, just out of the way for me. I'm not better than anyone, but I don't know about DoorDash, honey. I don't know. I don't want to do the DoorDash route. But I'm at my storage right now, so I'm going to start emptying the car out. And then after this, I'm going to go over to the gym. We're going to go work out. Then after that, I don't know. Then after that, I'll be a homeless person out here, probably parked at some park or something all day like I was yesterday. It's been kind of boring a little bit. I kind of feel like I want to go back to work. It's been a little on the boring side, so it's been a little boring. Last night I had Wawa for dinner. Had some coffee from Wawa. Yeah, my car needs to be washed so bad. I need to go to the car wash and wash this damn car because it's so nasty. My car is so dirty. Ah, I don't want y'all to hear me opening up the storage. It's going to be super loud. So hold on for a second, okay? I'm sorry, I did not realize that the sound was off. That's what I didn't want y'all to hear me blowing my nose. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I think that's so nasty. Blowing your nose in front of people. Even though y'all can't see me, I know y'all can hear me. The sun is really shining in this door. So yeah, I'm gonna go to church tomorrow, guys. And good morning, happy Saturday. So yesterday I had some soup for dinner, which was really good. I love Wawa soups. Their chicken noodle soup is so good. But I was kind of pissed off because the lady didn't put enough noodles and stuff in. It wasn't that much noodles, but it was a lot of broth. I'm like, sis, you should be filling this whole cup up with the soup and then filling it up with the broth. Like, I don't know. She was so light-handed with them noodles and the soup. She had more soup and water than she had noodles and meat. So I was like, damn, I'm paying like $7 for this soup. Can you please put me something in there? And I didn't want to make a big deal and go back in there and be like the mad woman. But I'm like, damn, if you paying for something and times is already tight out here, like don't skimp on my food now. Don't skimp me, okay? But nonetheless, life is life and for everybody. But it's definitely my favorite season. Like fall is one of my favorite seasons. Fall and spring and summer. I love summer too. I said I like everything but the cold weather. But fall is beautiful, you know. I don't even see leaves out here. And that's the thing people were saying, like, what's up with the leaves? The leaves are not even falling off the trees yet. Like, what is going on? I don't see people bagging up leaves or anything yet. And you know what? I'm starting to look around and I'm like, they're right about that. I saw that on TikTok the other day. They're like, where are all the leaves at? I don't even see leaves. Nobody's picking up leaves yet. Like, what's going on? But, you know, a sign of the times that we are living in. The global warming and the way the world is going, man, there's not any leaves, and I don't see any leaves. The trees are still green. I guess this is taking a while due to the weather and the temperature and everything. But yeah, the trees are still green. Some of them are starting to turn, but it's taking a turn. It's taking a long time for the trees to turn, for the the leaves to turn brown. But I know y'all probably like, damn, she talks too much. I guess I do, huh? That's what you do on TikTok, right? We talk, we communicate, we say hi, we talk about our lives, we talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. And I talk about everything homelessness over here. Good morning. I'm trying to get myself back to the gym so I can do my hour workout. I work out in the gym for like an hour. Sometimes I might stay for like an hour and a half. If I feel really homeless, I stay for 2 hours. But for the most part, I stay at the gym for like an hour. So I don't have nothing on my agenda today. So I'm just taking my time to do my live stream and, taking my time to do my stream and just enjoy my time. Enjoy my time off of work. And I'm actually ready to go back to work, y'all, if y'all don't believe it or not. Is anybody ever ready to go back to work? I am. I'm ready to go back. So I got nothing going on. I've got nothing much going on out here in this world. So I am going to go to church tomorrow. I'll go to church and get my praise and worship on, send my prayers up to heaven. I mean, I pray every day anyway, but, just continue to ask God to protect me, watch over me. I wish I could have had some money that way I could have took a trip up into the mountains. Like I could have took a trip up into Maine or just did like a fall foliage retreat in my car. And I was going to rent a car to do that, but I didn't have the finances. So, I got to pay my bills first. So I said, well, maybe next year. Next year I'll be able to do something like that. Better days are coming. Better days. I'm just glad that I'm getting the storage stuff out the way. That way I don't have to try to do it and work at the same time, you know what I mean? Because I'd be super exhausted to do that. Like try to move my storage and work a job. Like that's super hard. Super duper hard. So better days are ahead. Better days are coming. And going to church tomorrow. Like, it's good for me to go to church, but it's also good because I'm killing some time. I got something that I'm doing. I'm filling my time with something. I'm filling my energy with something. So that always feels really nice for me to have something to do, something to look forward to. So I get up tomorrow. I'm probably not going to do the storage thing tomorrow. I'll probably just resume that on Monday. But for the most part, I'm feeling okay today. I feel good. I got my coffee. It tastes good, even though it's not hot anymore. It's actually chill. It's cool now. But yeah, you guys are always going to find me on social media. I'm going to be on this YouTube channel pretty much every day, saying hello, trying to tap in and seeing what's going on with everybody. So I've been doing this since I was in my car. When I stayed in my car, something was like, yo, you have to share your story, share your journey of homelessness, share your journey of the homeless shelter, share your homeless story, share it with someone because somebody needs to hear it. So that's when I open up that camera, put that camera on you and start talking about your situation because somebody is in your situation. There's a lot of people that come on my channel and they say, hey, I'm homeless now. Hey, I live in my car. Hey, I live with family members. Hey, I'm at the shelter too. And, I come in contact with people and I try to make friends with other people that are in the same situation. Like, even if you're not in this situation, that doesn't mean that we can't communicate. That's just saying to me, like, I'm just letting you know, listen, don't ever lose what you got, baby. Don't ever lose what you have. It's not a fun feeling being homeless. It's not fun losing everything that you have, losing the place that you lay your head at night. I know it's expensive. I know it is pricey. The rent, everything is high. But we got to do what we have to do to be able to pay our bills. If you're able to buy something that way you can own it yourself, do that. Like, we have to figure out ways to make our lives a little bit easier, especially as we get older. You don't want to be older and just have so much responsibility and so many bills and you going into the grave just still paying a lot of bills. Like, we want to just lessen our bills, lessen the problems that we have in our life. It's hard out here, man, especially when you're a single person, like, you're by yourself. Like, when you're by yourself, you're responsible for everything and it's super hard, but you can do it. You can do it. It can be done. So God is amazing. God works it all out for us, man. He really does. God is the author and the finisher of our faith. So I believe and I trust in him. God is good. God is amazing. He won't fail. Tell me who can make the mountain. They got some nice houses out here. Move out of my way. Oh, it's just beautiful, I tell you. Life can be amazing, but life can also be very hard too. But it depends on how we go about navigating life, how we go about navigating our own problems and our own issues. Like, how are we dealing with this? How are we going to change the game of our lives? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. What are we doing to make things better for us? What are we doing? I went past one of my old houses that I used to live in, and it's actually right here. And yeah, nobody's living there. I don't know why, but well, tell me who can make the mountain move out of my way. But life is beautiful. It can be drama filled too. Depends. It all depends. But I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay in my situation. In my situation. Wow, this town is really changing. This is the town that I grew up in. I'm just riding past. How so much have changed, man. Oh my God. So much have changed. So many things has changed. This live stream is probably going to be shutting off really soon. But that's okay. That's okay. I would love to have a house with some land on it, but it's so much responsibility to maintain a house. It really is. I'm like, I want a house with some land, and yeah, I gotta take care of that land, don't I? Gotta take care of the grass and, cut the grass and do all this stuff. And it could be a lot. Especially being one person. Like, I'm a single woman, so everything I do, I have to foot the bill myself. So it's hard. It's very hard. It's all hard being a single person. But I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, let me go find somebody to help me. No, I want a relationship with someone that's going to love and respect me, not just be in a relationship with someone because I need them to pay the bills. Like, I don't want to be in that kind of relationship though. I want to be loved properly. You know what I mean? Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, they put a house there. Damn, I didn't know it was a house there. Okay. Okay. Tell me who can make the mountain. Damn, they got a lot of land. Out of my way. This is a town that I grew up in. I'm just driving through, thinking about the past. I remember when I used to walk these streets out here, and it's a country town, so. But wow, things have changed so much. Wow, I'm a country girl, so I love it. Everything wood, sticks, country. Yeah, I love it. Everything wood, stick, and country. I love it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, darling. Tell me who can make the mountain move out of my way. Yeah, God is amazing. Isn't He? Isn't God amazing? So yeah, I'm looking forward to going to church tomorrow. So I'm gonna go work out today. I'm gonna get up early tomorrow to go exercise tomorrow. I probably will tomorrow go watch the sunshine, like go watch the sunrise tomorrow. That's something I'm probably gonna keep on my agenda. So I have to always come and show my YouTube some love because again, I'm trying to get monetized before 2025, 2026, y'all. I'm still in 2025. I'm trying to get myself monetized, but I also come on here just speaking about my experience. So I'm not like trying to rush it or anything like that, but I do want to get monetized because this is another way that I can make money. You know what I mean? Social media, YouTube, and I also have another YouTube channel that I don't share with this one that I used to have in the past, and that channel is like 14 years old now. So I started that channel when 14 years ago. I started doing that. But this channel is only about my homeless journey. And this is going to be about my homelessness now, living in a shelter. At some point, going back into an extended stay or finding my own apartment or something. So it's going to gradually you're just going to find myself building myself back up, finding me a place again, finding me a home, house, apartment, a shelter, or not even a shelter, but an extended stay. Building myself back up slowly to get back out into society. And then I got to pay the bills again. I got to pay the rent now. So I got to get back into that, but I have to make money in order to do that. I can't find an extended stay with what I make now because I don't make enough to pay all my bills and to eat food and to pay for gas and to do all this stuff. So I still have things that I need to do to make extra money, and that's find a second job. And finding a second job is not for the weak of heart because it's hard right now because everybody say that they're hiring, but they never call you because there's so many other people that's ahead of you that they're getting the interviews. But most of these jobs, people don't even want to